Well, I thought I'd never see the day, but it's here. First game of the season. Welcome to the Mackham Cabbies channel. I thought it would never arrive, but it has. Yes, we're still strikerless in the transfer window, even though rumours that there was a... Well, there wasn't rumours, there was a picture, wasn't there, of a... Well, I thought I'd never see the day, but this black vehicle parked up outside the Stadium of Light, indicating that there could be a striker signing. Wonder who that could be. Rumours have it that it is, I'll just get my notes up, that it could be Roof from, is it from Rangers? Plays for Rangers, yeah. Dan Swales, hello from Thailand. 2-0 Sunderland. I hope you're right. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Gordon C, mate. How are you doing? He's put the team news up already, as he always does. Great bloke. That is in the pinned comments at the top if you want to have a look at the team that he's put out. I'll just go through it with you. We've got Patterson in goal with Hume, O'Nine, Alessi, Sirkin, Brown, Neil, Job, Roberts, Clark, Mayenda. Substitutions are Moore, Johnson, Triantis, Rigg, Ekwa, Ashish, Mundell, Barr and Rusin, which I don't think is a bad lineup. But let's face it, if you fancy in, why isn't Rigg starting? And people are saying, well, if he's going to start, who's he going to replace? I think it's not a bad selection. Oh dear me. Over opinionated. Good morning. He says, morning lads, let's get off to a good start. Welcome to the roller coaster ride that is Sunderland AFC. Well, it certainly is that. Let's just hope there's more ups climbing than there is dips going down this season. Dan Joel, could you repeat that last part? Just jumped in. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Has a potential signing, Rangers player, been spotted in the city or something? Yeah, there was a picture. Of a black car which escorts the players in, the new signings, parked outside the Stadium of Light just the other day, and rumours have it that there's a striker, and it is that Roof player from Rangers. So that's what folk are possibly saying, but it's just typical Sunderland to keep it under wraps. They don't give much away to that at all. Maverick Loggins, hello mate, welcome. He says good morning, cabby. Jeff Wilkie, how are you doing? Welcome to you. 0-0 because of no striker. Dean SAFC, hello mate, how are you doing? Rigg and Job play the same role. Well, there we go, see. Dan Joel says it's interesting. Paul, welcome as Paul Freeman. All the best, mate, from Brisbane, Australia. Great to see Neil as captain. Ah, yeah, absolutely. What time is it over Brisbane there, mate? I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to get me portable fan because it is really humid in here. 2 seconds. Something good? Thumbs up? There we go. Where can I put this today? Oh, that's it. That's better. It's the humidity is forecast really, really high today, and I can feel it, especially in this conservatory. I can handle the heat, but the humidity is just pants. Dan Joel says, speaking of which, I would think that Mendy would most likely be signed soon. He seems to really push for the deal to be finalised, which should be promising. Paul Freeman says it's 5-9 over there in Brisbane. So it'll benefit you guys in Australia if it's an earlier kickoff then, because obviously it's not going to be late for you. Hello Bong, how are you doing? Nice to see you, fella. He says, hi Cabby, how are you, Cabby? He says, how are you, mate? I'm going for a 1-0 win to the lads. And he says, £12 million for Ballard, dream on. Kevin Taylor, hello, mate. Hi Cabby from Sunnycrook, Weardale. How are you doing? Well, there is the pre-match stuff going on from Sunderland at the moment, but because there's music getting played in the background, I cannot really let you listen to it because YouTube picks up on it. I'll just try and find this streamer here for you. Hold on. If there's any music on it, then I just can't do it because it's just a pain in the arse having to edit all the copyright stuff out.
Time for forwards to drop in deep into almost midfielders, and then the wingers just come narrow and try and catch them out of the back line out, and they've done that well. I thought they played it up to the big man. He stuck it quite well at times and got them up the pitch.
Why?
But it was a good game. I thought it was a good game. It almost felt like, you know, some people say pre-season you're going through the motions, but it
Billy
almost
G
felt
says
like
Danny
a
Graham on his way
really,
back.
almost like a
yeah,
league game.
right.
And there's the goal there. I think the disappointment from there is where we got caught in possession on both occasions. I think it's Dan Neil, the first one just inside his own half, and then we get dragged around the pitch really. We don't see there now, we're outnumbered, it's almost 3v1. Luke tries to come across, and then we can't get back in. I think it's Trey trying to get back in there, and we concede, and it's similar to the one which we'll see. I think it's Trey in the second one, where we were having a good spell in the second half, got ourselves level early on. We were camped in their half and out and nothing. I think it's Coney off the bench.
Man, you'll deal at all. How are you doing?
Corner.
Welcome along, mate. Hi, Cabby. Good morning from Monterrey, Mexico.
Patrick's lively.
Five
Jack's
in the morning here.
Quiet, to be honest, in
Hope we have a good start. Best mate.
Half, but from Jack's
keep
standards,
going, doing a fine job.
Really quiet for me in
thanks a God. Thanks a lot, Manuel. Thank you. Cheers, Bong.
Through pre-season,
and is my voice okay with the commentary? There's nothing overpowering, is there?
The season, we'll have to see.
Pat had a good game. This is a great assist.
Yeah, it was as well. Yeah, so he's off and running, as you said there, Patrick.
Kevin, Caden, hello, mate. If we can make the chances, then someone has to put them away.
Get himself into the box. Times his run really well. And
put me down for a 2-1 win to the lads. I'll take that.
Yeah, no, I thought we pressed it. Start that second off, as you said there, 15 minutes. You see it here now. Look how many bodies we're committing, getting up the pitch. It's a good save, isn't it, by the goalkeeper there? I think it's Patrick Rox, wasn't it? Yeah, Alan Brown just lends it to him there. Nice weight on it for Patrick to step onto it first time. It's a good save from the keeper.
Oh, that's good.
I think he would have been really pleased with this.
So I did do a poll on my YouTube page saying when the match has been played,
from the French
do you want me to completely
yeah, exactly
shut
that,
up?
and it's your last pre-season game.
Or do you want me to now and again talk when it gets exciting and give a little bit more description? And a lot of people says, yeah, leave your commentary.
It's confidence, isn't it? It's saps if you go up there, you get the run around.
And me speaking on for a little bit.
It wasn't the case.
Do you think we saw a bit of Regis Lebrie's identity as well in that side against Marseille?
Yeah,
I mean, the objective is like
you know,
there's a few guys to listen to the match.
As we see
I'm
there,
not
so
going to
Trey
wrap
there
on
just tries to chop inside his
100%
man,
continuously over the whole
bodies around him. Luke
match.
comes across,
I don't do that.
wants to try and show him down the line, but he doesn't need to there, Coney. He just opens his body up. And it's a lovely finish, isn't it?
It's against the run of play as well, that.
Yeah, it is, yeah. But yeah, as you say there, you're asking about Regis Labrie and his style of play, his blueprint.
I just want to say a massive thanks as well.
What's he all about? And I keep going back to those clips when he was mic'd up over
subscribers I've now hit.
Just what I took from his training
up every day.
So
anybody that's new, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, it's all well and good that, but you've got to have moments in the game.
It means so much to me.
Hammering tongs at it for 90 minutes, you're going to burn yourself out.
Indeed.
Yes, I know you can make subs, of course, but you know, there's moments where you've got to suss it. You know, maybe they look at the opposition. If they've got two right-footed centre-backs, well, let's play on the left side, let him have it, then we go and pounce. But it's got to be sort of a domino effect, really, hasn't it?
Yeah.
If it's Mayenda up there, he's the trigger point, really. Then it's Patrick and obviously Jack. When are they going? What's their shape? And then obviously the 2-8s in behind them.
What you're listening to is just a
Alan
pre-match
Brown,
build-up, and you're listening to
obviously Job as well.
Danny Collins talking about the friendly games
in this
up
game,
to the
first half against South Shields as well, who kept on trying to play out, and we kept
up to the season starting. If you're wondering what's going on in the background.
But yeah, you're obviously going to see it, and it's still building throughout the season. They're still getting to know the manager, and he's obviously getting to know the players as well.
Good couple of saves in a row from Anthony Patterson.
This is a concern for me. I've said it a few times in pre-season. Set pieces, Dan Ballard, massive for us in both areas. You know, he's aggressive. He wants to go and win it.
Still a couple of weeks off.
Yeah, and so we've got to step up the boys now. Ajay Elise's back there. Luke, I know Luke's not the biggest physicality-wise. And Mayenda coming back, whoever it may be, we've got to get tight, even if, you know, they've got a bit of an advantage in terms of height and physicality. Get tight to your man, don't allow him to get a free.
Feeling confident, Cabby. Prediction.
So that obviously got the penalty.
I'm going for a 1-1 draw. That's what I'm going for.
I thought he'd give the lad a nudge in the
point.
back, to be honest. First, it could have been given, and then a bit of coming together, wasn't it? But it's one of them. We deserved a draw from it, I felt, and that was the case.
As you can see on the score,
that now, good amount of games under our belt.
Video printer on the left there, and Blackburn Rovers 4, Derby 2.
You know, if you look at it there,
they got off for a good start against newly promoted Derby. And Preston North End got off for a bad start against newly relegated side Sheffield United. Sheffield United looked good yesterday, mind.
We'll have a look at a little bit more detail at that Cardiff
Neil Denbury, hello mate, welcome to the channel. I hope you're well. Thanks for the live stream, Cabby. Much appreciated. Let's get off to a flyer. You're welcome. Every single match on here is literally going to be live streamed. Uninterrupted match commentary. Every game, every cup game, even the friendlies, the lot. Let's just have to mute that commentary at the moment because there's a music break. Some interesting. Thanks for the subscriber. Thank you very much. We've now got 2,402 subscribers now, which is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna go through some of the predictions, what some of the fans say. Elbong says, would love Schmorix at the club, like he's a great player. Yeah, I know, it just seems, it's mad, like he's out of our league, doesn't he? It's crazy. Dortmund, hello Dortmund, how you doing? Hope you're feeling fine. Someone says on the YouTube channel about the predictions for today. Zap Frisco says, no striker again. It'll bite us in the backside. Carragh Murphy says 3-0 over the Job Bellingham double. Thane says hopefully a win, but I think it's going to be a draw. And if you hear any background stuff, it's just my neighbour across the road. It sounds like halfway to saying pit at the minute, halfway to saying pet at the minute because he's doing an extension. So if you hear any sort of saws, that's what's going on. I have to have the window open because it's so warm in here. Yeah, there's loads of people coming in the chat. Thank you very much. So far on the poll, we've got I will Sunderland do today. We've got 35 votes already. 63% says we're going to win, 14% says we're going to lose, and 23% says it will be a draw today. Dan Jules says, I think KLD, Speakman, Dave Jones, the hierarchy in general deserve a lot of praise. He says, lots of positives this summer. They seem determined to keep hold of the best players and sell no one on the cheap. I mean, that's a good point, what Dan's saying there, because, you know, Dan Neil stuck with us, Bollard, Rig, do you know what I'm saying? We've still got Clark, he's still here, Roberts. So there's something which is a positive to keep the players here, which is what we're after. What we're after indeed is positivity to keep the players here. Keith Madison says, fancy a 1-0 to Sunderland. And Dan says again, extensions for Rig and Ballard are brilliant. This squad is young, most likely better than last season, due to youngsters maturing. And he also says, and the new signings should at least strengthen the squad, strengthen the bench, and at least Alan Brown should be also amongst our best 11 to 13 players. So looking good. Lebris also seems like a great head coach. So I would think no matter what, this season will be much better than last season. Probably not promotion, but certain progress. And I think a lot of fans would probably class it as a failure if they don't make the top 6 this season. Would Sunderland fans be happy if we finished top 8? Because it's an improvement from last season. It's a strange one. We just want to see some entertaining football. Not this tippy-tappy football and passing back like we did last season. Especially the last 3 quarters of the match. It was just awful to watch. Dortmund says, excited for the new season. I think we'll go up. Watch me eat my words at 90 mins. We'll soon see, mate. Lowy, hello, mate. Welcome along. 87. He thinks there's going to be lots of draws today. With early kickoffs and cagey moments. Yeah. I wonder if it's early kickoffs right across the board. I know the championship is. No. This is weird now, isn't it? Is this the new thing now? What Sky you've got with the new kickoff times? Because every game in League One is kicking off at 5:30. Every single match is 5:30. League Two. So they're kicking off at 3 o'clock. So is that the new format now, where they're all kicking off at different times? The leagues. Is that what's happening? Anybody can lighten me up on that one. So you've got obviously the Championship at 12:30, League One at 5:30, and League Two at 3 o'clock. Oh, Sky have moved us because of the... Right, okay. Keith Madison, hello mate. Going to be aiming for at least playoffs, I would say. Dortmund says Sky have moved us because of the Community Shield. And it's just for the opening of the season. Yeah, the Community Shield is also getting played. I think is that tomorrow or is that today? I've been that busy with other stuff, you know. I've got a funny feeling that's tomorrow. Oh no, I don't know. It must be today. Is the Charity Shield or the Community Shield on today? I'm just trying to look on the on my app. I know the Scottish League kicked off about a week ago. They are always early. Oh yeah, FA Community Shield. There we go. It kicks off at 3 o'clock. So replay of the FA Cup basically. So has Sky got this new thing now where every single game on the EFL games, are they all televised or is it just certain ones? Because I mean, I look at my phone and I look at, say, Gillingham v Carlisle and it's got TV live streaming. It's a Sky Go. So I don't know. It's just another Channel Sky have put up, haven't they? So I do said, like I said, we're going to see a lot less 3 o'clock kickoffs, and we're going to see a lot more of 12:30s, 7:45 kickoffs. I think that's the way it is going. We've got 41 votes in now. How will Sunderland do today? 61% saying we're going for the win. So I don't know if anybody heard the press conference of Regis Labrie, and were you impressed? Hey, we've got 38 people in the channel already. That's fantastic, and it's not even kicked off yet. No, I follow now. I heard says, yeah, yep. Gordon Blackburn are top. Yeah, it is today, Keith. Absolutely. Too many people at illegal streamings. I know, Lowy. It's a catch-22. It's Sky seriously need to drop their prices. Like, I mean, the average Joe, it's a lot of money to have Sky Sports. So a lot of people do these naughty fire stick things because it's not that they're wanting to do it. It feels like they love football and they just cannot afford it, you know. And it's just going up and up and up. I believe to have the full package of Sky with the movies and stuff, it's something like £120 a month. Or I think for Sky Sports just on its own with the standard channels, I think it's around £30 a month. And I think people are paying 60 quid a year for these illegal thingies. Dean SFC, it's how to show live football but avoid 3 PM blackout. Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before that 3 PM blackout cease to exist, to be honest with you. We live in a world now where we're in a social media world, aren't we? The broadband's getting faster and faster. I've just had super fast broadband installed last week, so the streaming should be 100% spot on, no buffering. And I think it's only a matter of time before people will be able to pay season tickets to watch every game at 3 o'clock. Every game basically live through a season pass. It'll happen one day. Dortmund says 100%, and Sky don't even show all the games. Ridiculous prices to see half the games on top of a season ticket. Well, yeah, I know. I mean, let's face it, isn't it? It's all the big guns constantly get shown. But I mean, let's face it, it's a good move that there's more EFL matches going to be played. But once again, I wouldn't be surprised if we pay the price for that and they hike the price up next year. You get nout for nout with Sky if they can feel. It's going to cost them more money to put these games on. So believe it or not, you know, they will. It'll only matter of time before they charge us more money for that. So I'm going to go through some more socials at the moment. We've got 15 minutes until kick-off, until I can start the audio. It's no good putting it on before that because of all the music getting played. We've got 50 people in the channel already. Thank you very much. That's the Michael M. Hello mate, how you doing? He says, I'd pay for Sky Sports, but I'm not paying a TV license just for that. I don't watch TV. I'd rather pay SCFC directly for our games. The only thing I watch on the BBC is the news and the big sporting events like the World Cup, the Euros, the Olympics, the Commonwealth Games, whatnot. But for anything else, I think it's pretty much dated, to be honest with you. So this is the regarding of the team news. I'll go through it again. We've got Patterson in goal. We've got Hume, Alessier, the number 1309, number 3 Sirkin, the number 4 is Dan Neil, captain. Number 8 shirt is Brown, and wearing the number 7 shirt is Job Bellingham. Number 10 shirt is Patrick Roberts. The number 20 shirt is Jack Clark, and the number 12 shirt is Mayenda. And warming the bench up today, we have Moore, Triantis, Johnson, Ekwar, Rig, Ashish, Barr, Mundell and Roosen. And some of the comments on there says, Lynn says, let's get our season underway with a good result. Away the lads. Dean says, I'm a bit disappointed. Rig hasn't got a start, but hopefully we start well. Away the lads. Ryan says, good team. Would have had Ekwar in there, but he's hoping to 3 points today. Tyler Patterson Walton says, anyone know how to watch the game on Sky Go? Michael Douglas, I don't think it's the actor though. Pleased he hasn't got Ekwar and Barr anywhere near the team. Is that a bit harsh? Billy says it's a good lineup and a strong bench. How are the lads? Brad's Young's got a song, says Alan Brown, he's always in Beluga. Alan Brown is looking for a cougar. Alan Brown, he always gets his end away. 1, 2, 3, 4 SAFC. Chant on today. I think he's been smoking something. Smoking something too much by the look of it. Robert Davies says, one change from the shower of crap we had to endure last season. He says, this is going to be a very long, hard one, says the vicar. Looks like Roosen's going to get 10 minutes again, says Nick. John Constable says 4-1-4-1 then. Chad says Rig should be starting. And Billy Campbell says good lineup and strong bench. How are the lads? A few people saying about Rig should be starting then. There we go. Billy Fly, hello mate. Hi Cabby, I feel better about this squad. We'll soon find out, won't we? We'll soon find out, mate. Where are we? Where are we? Kevin Taylor, hello. It says, watched the Sunderland match last night. Gary Rowell was playing, beat Fulham 2-1. We could do it with Gary Rowell now, couldn't we? Absolutely could we. Samba edit score prediction. I'm going to go for 1-1. Billy GW in Ireland. You only need TV license if you use a TV. It's free on computer, tablets, phones, etc. etc. Well, they're just rinsing us, aren't they? Let's face it. They're just rinsing us dry. Ken Walton, the member of the channel, how are you doing? Good afternoon from a very dull Cornwall. Well, you must have sent the sun up for us, mate, because it's not too bad. We've got the Cardiff team. We've got Norath, NG, Gutas, Chambers, Odoa, Rawls, Seopsis, Ramsey, Willock, Tanner, and Robinson is starting for Cardiff City. Hopefully you can see that. I couldn't show you any highlights or anything like the last few days because it was been that sunny and bright. When the sun comes over the top of my conservatory, you can't see the screen or anything. But with this early kickoff, the sun's down behind the wall, so we can see okay. John C says Rig would be on the team sheet for me. There we go. Don't forget, anybody is new to the channel, just click the subscribe button. That means so much to me. Well, getting ever and ever nearer to kick-off time. Are we nervous? Are you excited? Dortmund, I think Ushish will have a good season if we play him. Lots of talent there, lots of competition in attacking midfield. He showed some bright flashes of good play, I think. He certainly has that. Kevin Taylor will take about 5 games in to get an idea, Cabby. Yeah, I know. And that seems a sensible sort of choice, to be honest with you. Well, we're only 8 minutes away from kick-off. Stream will be available soon for 7 minutes. Like I say, I'm not putting the pre-season stuff for the pre-entertainment up because there's too much music, and there's no point playing all the music in the background because I just get stumped from YouTube. Says no, copyright, you can't do that. Ground looks half full. Probably more Mackems than Welsh. Yeah, it's... I don't know. They're a strange team, Cardiff, aren't they? I think they finished 12th last season as well, didn't they? If I'm correct. If I am correct, indeed. Two now to us, Cabby, says Kevin. Yeah, well, let's take that, shall we? Shall we take that? I'll be happy with that. I reckon there'll be a few fans down there, which I wonder if there's quite a few travelled there the night before, because it's a long way down. Really, Cardiff. It's quite south of Wales. So, it's a fair trek. If you hear anything in the background, I've just got me fan on, because it is just, the humidity's quite high today. It's got 5 minutes till kick-off. So far on the poll, we've got 58 votes. 55% says Sunderland are going to win. 16% says lose. And 29% draw. So don't forget, on Monday, it's the Mackem, Cabby and Davey Monday Night Show phone-in show. You can actually ring up and speak to either me and Davey and have a chat about how Sunderland did against Cardiff, and possibly the Yorkshire Mackem Jacob will be joining us live. So that is 8 o'clock on Monday night. It's the Mackem, Cabby and Davey show. So that goes on at 8 till 9, and that is on Monday. So you're all welcome to join to all chat and review about what's gone on against Cardiff City. So I think there's quite a few Sunderland fans sort of a bit nervy today. I just want to see how we line up, how we do. I want to see us playing some exciting football, and most important of all, I want to see if we actually just simply play better under Regis Labrie, because you've not really been able to sort of get an in-depth of things when it's just friendlies, have you? Uncle Monty, hello mate, how you doing? 4-1 to Sunderland, Clarkey to score. Anytime, 80-1, that's not bad odds, mine, is it? There's the Sunderland faithful there. And the old filling up for this early kick-off. Paul Campbell, I will go with Cardiff 1, Sunderland 2. Good shout, mate. Good shout. So after all this time waiting, we're nearly there. Just 2 minutes and 42 seconds and we can start the commentary to get this season underway. Des says, hello Bonnie lad, here in Greenforth, London. Witherspoon, I hate pints. Yeah, welcome Des says, enjoy your pints mate. Enjoy your pints. Got 81 in the channel already. It's really weird. You look at the Cardiff City Stadium. I mean, the whole top tier is completely empty. There doesn't seem many there at all. Does it? It's pretty poor turnout from the Cardiff fans. No doubt the Sunderland fans will be packing up their end as they usually do. Mikael Segerholm from Sweden. Is he from Sweden? Sweden ready. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Click the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Thank you very much. 91 now piling in. Our virtual stadium is getting filled up quite nicely here. Yeah, another subscriber there. Thank you very much indeed. Hi, Derek UK. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Hiya, Stu. Sorry I haven't been in touch. I'm extremely busy. We'll try and catch up next week. I'm watching but working at home. Prediction 2-0 win today. Yeah. Derek, we're all busy, mate. I'm glad to see you. I hope you're okay. IG Players SU YouTube, fan from Italy. Welcome from Italy. I've got a good friend who's got a farm in Italy and he's constantly complaining because it's hot. It's too hot. It's burnt all his crops. So just 30 seconds to go and we'll be able to start the commentary. The teams are coming out now, lining up with the flags. I think Sunderland are going to be playing in their red and white stripes. It's been a long time to see Sunderland in a league game in their Hummel strip with the lovely chevrons. It does look a nice strip, doesn't it? It looks a nice strip. I mean, have a look at that. That looks nice, doesn't it?
Mascots being led out to the centre spot.
So here we go.
How many of them there are? About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 of them. 8 mascots and 9 Cardiff mascots and 1 Sunderland mascot in his red and white stripes.
Mascot.
There's a whole team of mascots out there.
Dear Ton of Fire watching on Sky Sports Plus started popping.
The new campaign begins. The new campaign.
Dear
full
Ton
of
of Fire, welcome,
full
mate.
Of expectation.
Nice of you to pop in and support the channel.
What
yeah,
I think everybody is praying is Sunderland can get something from today's game to hit the ground running for not just their own perspective, but I think Regis Lebris must be desperate.
Better just pause it a second because they've got Hey Jude playing in the background, and YouTube will say, no, we can't have that playing in the background. We can't have your music playing. You will have to trim out that segment. Yeah, it is very, very humid here as well. Kevin Taylor, hope we do the new shirt justice. Absolutely.
Sunderland break from their huddle, and Cardiff City immediately in a huddle themselves away to our left.
You know, Nick, we've got to take on board as well. You know, the likes of Joe Bellingham will be a year or a season more experience now. You know, you got to remember they're only a young player.
Well, it's very interesting. He's being placed in that leadership group.
You know, so you've got to take all that on board. And you know, the likes of Dan Neil. You know, we're not talking about him being a young player now. He's an experienced, you know, known midfield player now. So you know, you hope that he can run the show in there.
Well, away the lads. We're underway. Job kicking off for Sunderland. The new campaign as Elise puts the ball back to Patterson in that green goalkeeping kit. Plenty of experience in the middle. Joe Rawls and Aaron Ramsey. Here's Rawls, 30 years old, rolls the ball back into Chambers, Callum Chambers, and to his left Dimitrios Goutas, and back to Chambers across the back four to Perry and G's long-standing Cardiff City full-back. Up towards Robinson from Tanner on the right, back to Rawls in midfield. Changes the direction out to the left again to Siopis, picked up by Rawls in midfield. Is making a burst down the left of the penalty area. A chase down the left-hand side for O'Dowda, but Sunderland have
you can
seen that off. It's a goal kick.
You can see that Cardiff have started brightly, haven't they, really, on the front foot. And you can see the pressing high up. Going to try to prevent Sunderland from playing out from the back.
Yes.
Feels surreal the season
and
start,
this is what we, you know, this is when you've got to be brave, haven't you?
Well, I put at the start, looking at the way the Cardiff team was going to line up, I thought Siopis, who wears the number 3, would drop to left back, but he's actually playing in midfield. The left back is O'Dowda.
O'Dowda's gone to left back.
Yeah. He's actually nominally a forward as Elise blocks Ollie Tanner in the corner of the bottom corner of the penalty area. Way to our right, the Sunderland fans in the far corner, the safe standing area here at the Cardiff City Stadium. And Elise hooks one up to the halfway line. And Mienda, well, it looked like he's being held back by Callum Chambers, but the ball breaks and play goes on. Andy Davis, the referee, happy to let that go. We saw all the new rules about handling. Players have 2 hands on the player, and it doesn't look like they're in. Oh, you can go on all day about they're so ambiguous, the rules, as to what is an offence and what isn't. There's the ball played to Chambers at the back and back to the goalkeeper, Ethan Horvath, the American international, in light green and orange boots, 10 caps for the USA, passes the ball out to 3 times capped England international Callum Chambers, flicked on past Robinson on halfway, and Sirkin plays it back to Patterson, who drives it low up to Brown on the halfway line.
Well done.
Holds off Siopis, finds Hume out to Roberts and back into the middle where it slipped away from Dan Neil. Robinson's got it for Rawls, and Rawls now just trying to poke it through, and Dan Neil caught the, I'm trying to see which, it's Aaron Ramsey. He caught. Ramsey sits up. It's a free kick, left side of central midfield in the Sunderland half for Cardiff.
Yeah, and this is where they are dangerous. They've scored a lot of goals from set pieces, Cardiff City.
Yeah, that was remarked on, I think, last night on Total Sport. Rob Phillips, the Cardiff City, or the Radio Wales football correspondent who watches a lot of Cardiff. They did talk about set pieces. We talked about it last season.
Perry NG.
Yeah.
He scored, I think he was the top scorer. I think he scored 6 or 7 goals.
6 goals last season.
Yeah.
6 goals last season for NG. Rawls and Ramsey over the free kick, though. Sunderland holding their line 18 yards out. The referee's coming for a word with Dan Neil and Luke O'Nien. In the 4th minute, creeping into the 5th minute of the game, 0-0, Cardiff City 0, Sunderland 0, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. And it's left for Rawls. Rawls swings it towards the far post, a nod down by Goutas, but to no one. Out comes Elise to the touchline. O'Dowda's with him. He slips it through the legs of NG back to Sirkin. He drives it up to the halfway line. Chambers is caught by Clark, but sliding in is Siopis.
Siopis, mark my words, he will pick up a card because he's playing in there. He's trying to go man to man on Job in the middle of the park.
Yeah,
I think that's his job. That's why he's not playing as a left back.
He's not the biggest in the world. He's 5'6", but he's an experienced Greek international, the 30-year-old, 30 caps in fact. Sirkin plays it back to Elise. Elise back to Patterson in the middle of the Sunderland penalty area. Hume ahead of him, rolls it out wide to O'Nien, who wants to get the ball forwards. Closed down by Chris Willock, who was heavily linked with a move to Sunderland at the end of last season. But he is here at Cardiff City. Here's Elise on the left-hand side. Regis Lebris comes bounding out along his technical areas, issuing instructions back to his defenders now. And G back to goalkeeper Horvath. He clears up over the halfway line. Sirkin had to be alert here because Tanner closed him down straight away. Sirkin's ridden one challenge, gets away from Ramsey, who's tugging his shirt. Referee's played the advantage. He was going to blow. Left for Job, inside to Neil. Back to O'Nien. Hume now on halfway in his bright yellow boots, looking for Clark on the left wing, takes it down on his chest, corner of the Cardiff penalty area, dribbling at Ng, onto his right foot, trying to shoot, blocked, and the ball spins away over Roberts' head. O'Dowda's got in front of Roberts, and O'Dowda takes it out over the touchline for a throw to Sunderland. Is it? No, it's over the goal line. It's a goal kick to Cardiff.
Good play, good defending there by Sirkin on the left-hand side, and that's what he brings to the team as well, especially when he picks the ball up and that he likes to get forward.
Erol Bulut, the Turkish manager of Cardiff, 49 years old, and his baseball cap, tracksuit top. In fact, it's a free kick has been awarded over on that far side, so Roberts must have been penalised, and Horvath takes the free kick to Chambers and switches it to the right. And Perry Ng, signed from Crewe in 2021. The surname Ng is from Singapore. His grandfather was from Singapore, the 28-year-old. He's got a throw now for Cardiff in their blue and white. Finds Joe Rawls. Joe Rawls, who's been at the club since 2010. This is his 374th appearance as he's played up to Callum Robinson, to Willock on the left. The overlap comes from O'Dowda. He's found by Willock. He squares the ball. It drops for Robinson. Now Tanner, blocked by Sirkin. And it's a corner to Cardiff.
I think Sunderland got caught out there. You know, they had the overlap. Cardiff City. You've got to be careful of that on that counter-attack.
That ball shouldn't have reached Tanner. I think he was maybe taken a little bit by surprise that it did actually.
Which at the back at the minute, like we need to close up.
But again, Nick, they need to, you know, defend this set piece, this corner kick.
From the right-hand side, away to our right as we look down from the main stand. It's swung in towards the far post, headed away by Trey Hume. Drops for Ollie Tanner here. Puts it back in the box, and a save by Patterson. He had to stretch and tip it round the post from Gutas. Another corner. 9th minute.
Stay switched on. That's what they need to do.
So this corner will be Rawls from the left for Cardiff City. 0-0. BBC Radio Newcastle. The Cardiff players line up, 4 of them behind the penalty spot, in a line, a horizontal line in front of the Sunderland defenders. Rawls curls the ball in and Job heads it out. Mayenda, he's whipped the ball off his feet by Ramsey, or Chambers. Chambers gets it off him, back to Siopis at the back of the centre circle, who floats it forwards down the left wing. But Sunderland get the ball away again. Trey Hume to Dan Neil, up to Mayenda, but Gutas stabs a foot in, comes back to Elise, who leaves it for Luke O'Nien. And O'Nien out to the left-hand side here to Sirkin. And Tanner blocks, and at the moment, in this opening 10 minutes, Sunderland are struggling to get out of their half.
It's been played at high tempo, isn't it? Really, you know, they've started really quick, Cardiff City.
Elise across to Luke O'Nien, just outside the Sunderland penalty area. Regis Lebris in his tracksuit stand with his arms folded at the edge of his technical area as Luke O'Nien takes this down the right wing, trying to get Brown through, but it's easily dealt with by Gutas. Back to the goalkeeper. Mayenda tries to cut out the ball, but it's reached Chambers and played up to the halfway line to Hume. Dan Neil out to the left now to Sirkin. Sirkin down the line to Jack Clark. Clark back to Elise just inside the Sunderland half. Leeds 1, Portsmouth 0. A reminder, last night Blackburn beat Derby 4-2 and Sheffield United won 2-0 at Preston, and Sunderland at Preston in the League Cup on Tuesday night. I imagine Régis Le Bris will make changes for that game. Here's Brown. It just rolls through safely to Horpath. His pass at the edge of the Cardiff City penalty area. Cardiff, who finished 12th last season, just 5-6 points ahead of Sunderland. High hopes for them this season, as I was saying earlier. Cardiff fans, big fans of Errol Bullitt, the manager who was appointed in June last year. Sirkin gets up, but the ball comes back to Callum Robinson up front for Cardiff City. Out to Ramsey on the right wing. His cross falls to Patterson, who rolls it out through the middle to Alan Brown. Brown in the red and white stripes of Sunderland, wide to Roberts, slips it back inside to Brown, back to Roberts, and Roberts now being forced back into his own half, finds Dan Neil at the back of the centre circle, and out to the left to Dennis Sirkin. Sirkin down the line to Clark, back to Sirkin again, and back again to Aji Elise. Elise just put on the ball for a moment, then out wide to Sirkin, trying to get away from Tanner. Tanner's got his foot to it, finds Ng. Siopis, Tanner back to Ng on the right, looking for Callum Robinson on the right edge of the centre circle, played it behind him to Rawls. He swung it across to O'Dowda. Callum O'Dowda, Republic of Ireland international, is tackled by the Northern Ireland international Trey Hume. And you can hear the response of the Sunderland fans in the corner.
That's what Hume's all about. You know, he loves them 50-50 tackles. But again, you know, that's the second time they've been able to get out on that left-hand side. O'Dowda, the full-back. Roberts has got to be aware of that.
Throw to Cardiff, O'Dowda takes it. Back to Gutas. Gets it eventually to Rawls. Rawls on the halfway line on the left, back to Gutas again, and swung wide here, looking for Ollie Tanner. And back it goes to Ng on halfway, inside to Siopis, and he swings it away to the left wing to O'Dowda, who heads it back down to Rawls. Rawls now into the middle, Chris Willock trying to skip away from Mayenda. Willock turns and then will play it back here to Gutas, just inside the Sunderland half. Chambers to his right in the centre circle, and Chambers now again to the right, and G in his light blue boots plays it back to Gutas on the halfway line, and down the left wing to O'Dowda, trying to spin round past Patrick Roberts, taps it back to Joe Rawls. Rawls down the left wing to Willock, taking on Roberts, and now cutting inside, and Willock just rolls it short to O'Dowda. A touch from Brown, but it's only fallen to Ramsey. The cross into the to Rawls into the box for Ramsey. Cleared by Sunderland, and now Brown looking to get the ball up to Jobe, who heads it onto Ng. And it's played down to Chambers, then Siopis. And now here again, the experienced Joe Rawls. Siopis back to Joe Rawls, who swings it across to Chambers. Callum Chambers, 29 years old, down the right wing, and surely I thought Ramsey was offside, but he's the flag has stayed firmly down. Brown has won it back. Brown nearly tackled by Ramsey, who tried to stab the ball away, but it's out to Hume on the right-hand side, and forwards to Roberts, who's robbed by O'Dowda. Now with Willock, Roberts tries to lunge in and get the ball back, an advantage played by the referee. Ramsey surrounded by three players. Elise gets the ball away, but it's only as far as Rawls again. And Joe Rawls now trying to drift into the penalty area, squares it for Robinson. Great challenge by O'Nien. Slid in and made the tackle. Jobe is on the break here with Siopis on his shoulder. Gets it out to Jack Clark on the left-hand side. Clark cutting back in the middle here with Brown. There's space now forwards to Mayenda. Mayenda at the edge of the penalty area, dribbling into the penalty box with his left foot across the face of goal and away behind, almost at the corner flag.
Good opportunity there, a little bit better composure.
Sunderland's best move.
Yeah. But again, a little bit of concern on that left-hand side, Nick. You know, Roberts has got to be aware of O'Dowda likes to get forward.
0-0. 15th minute of the game, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. We will be followed by full commentary of Gateshead against Ebbsfleet, and then Newcastle United's second half against Brest. Queen's Park Rangers 1, West Bromwich Albion 0. 0-0 here at the Cardiff City Stadium as O'Dowda comes away down the left wing again into the Sunderland half. Is left for Willock, and Willock now just outside the penalty area into the middle to Robinson. Robinson, as the rain drifts in again, it's just that misty, warm summer rain. Back to Ng, back to the halfway line. Callum Chambers, 2 years at Aston Villa, former Arsenal Southampton man. And then there's a foul on Brown by O'Dowda.
Yeah, he's been about, hasn't he, Callum Chambers?
Yeah.
He's been Southampton.
He's been at Southampton, Arsenal, loans at Middlesbrough and Fulham. 2 years, as I say, at Aston Villa. The ball passed through to Elise. One of the Cardiff signings, I'll tell you about in a moment, as Clark breaks, tripped by Ng, or was it Chambers, just outside the penalty area as he went to sprint away into the box. Tanner caught him.
Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, one of the promising players they've signed in pre-season, Alex Robertson, 21-year-old midfielder from Manchester City, the Australian. He's on the bench today, but he's not had any pre-season to speak of. But they've got big hopes for Robertson.
Yeah, Middlesbrough have just signed another Manchester City youngster as well, haven't they? Hamilton has just gone to Middlesbrough.
Sunderland is slowly getting into this game now.
Well,
it's been all practically Cardiff for the first 16 minutes.
Going back to the great position for Sunderland. Good delivery, and we're talking about the quality of ball going into the box.
One of the areas Regis Lebris spoke about was set pieces. They've got to be better. Clark and Roberts over the free kick, left-hand side of midfield, 22 yards out from, just out, a couple of yards out from the corner of the penalty area on the left as we look away to our left.
I'll skip off the surface there, so if you can get aim for the far post.
So it'll be Clark, leaves it for Roberts, who plays it to the far post.
Great header.
And a header, it's in! Luke O'Nien has scored for Sunderland in the 18th minute. Well worked free kick. Headed back across for O'Nien, who's only a yard out, to nod home. Sunderland lead by a goal to 0.
And how important set pieces are, but you know, you're talking about the quality of ball. And again, I think it was Sirkin, was it?
Sirkin's header back across.
Great head back by Sirkin, and Luke O'Nien just had to get on the end of it and just head it into an empty net. But well worked free kick. Quality of ball by Roberts.
The goalkeeper left in no man's land from that. Roberts ball in, Sirkin's very strong header, and O'Nien on the shoulder of Ng headed it home.
He couldn't miss, could he? But it's a fantastic,
he couldn't miss.
It's a fantastic head back by Dennis Sirkin.
Yes.
Get
scored, of course, against Marseille last week.
Getting
up. Could be a big part to play in that sense, Sirkin, this season.
Change the dynamics of the game now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, Cardiff.
So 1-0, Sunderland lead. We're in the 19th minute now. Sunderland with their noses in front. And Cardiff, well, they've had a lot of possession, but they've not done anything with it, as they try and kick off and come again. Luke O'Nien then opening Sunderland's account for 2024-25. Up to Mienda, flag up, offside against Mienda as Sunderland trying to get the ball forwards quickly. And free kick to Cardiff, wide on the left, back to goalkeeper Ethan Horvath. 20th minute, Cardiff City 0, Sunderland 1, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. You can hear the Sunderland fans singing their hearts out now.
Fantastic turnout again.
Yeah, brilliant. lunchtime
It's a
kickoff.
long way to travel, isn't it? You know, you're talking these supporters have set up what, maybe 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Good old
Very
Luke
much
Bourne,
so.
right,
No, earlier than that.
And these days, as we know
You did, Derek?
from yesterday, the motorways are basically one long roadwork from Leeds to Birmingham. Now Luke O'Nine's arm round Chris Willock. Willock just takes his arm over off his shoulder and pushes O'Nien away. It's a free kick to Cardiff on the halfway line, just to the right of the centre circle. The referee's having a word, Andy Davis, with both Willock and O'Nien. That ripple of applause is for the Cardiff substitutes warming up down away to our left. So Siopis is going to take this free kick for Cardiff. Just taps it to his right to Unji, and Unji back into the middle.
Oh, got goosebumps.
Rawls to Willock, who's on the right hand side now. Back to Rawls, and back again to Chambers, and they play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Cardiff City comes out of his area and floats it up onto the head of Sirkin. Now Job, who beat Siopis to it, and Neil's threaded it through to Mayenda, who's laid it off to Job. He's played it back through to Mayenda at the edge of the area, can't control it, eventually got it on his left foot, and it comes up off the defender Chambers for a corner.
I think we've just seen signs of Mayenda there and his strength. Held the ball up, played a little 1-2, try to get the return back and get his shot away.
It's that end product, isn't it? It's that decision making. You can see him mentally trying to get it on his right foot or his kicking foot.
But also you've seen that the Sunderland players are having a little bit more trust in him by passing him the ball, giving him an opportunity.
Well, another set piece, a corner this time for Sunderland from the right hand side. Jack Clark's going to take this. Plenty of bodies up. Hume back at the edge of the centre circle. Dan Neil just outside the box, and it's swung in by Clark in the air. Gutas got head to it, and Chambers hooks it away out to Clark on the right. Roberts is there with him. Clark sprints into the penalty area, showed too much of the ball to Robinson, and he brings it out on the left hand side looking for Willock, but Neil is there and brings Willock down. Does he know? The referee's taking a long look at it, and it's a throw to Sunderland. Millwall 0, Watford 1 in the Championship games that are kicking off at 12:30 today. It's the 23rd minute now. We're a quarter of the way through the game. It's Cardiff 0, Sunderland 1. Elise
look at that league table, folks. Take a screenshot of it.
Back to Elise, forwards to Clark. Skips away from Rawls, plays it to Neil in the centre circle, rolls it to Hume, and Hume now down the right to Roberts. Roberts halfway inside the Cardiff City half, trying to find Hume, who's got forwards here. He leaves it for Roberts again. Roberts looks up, left-footed, plays it into the penalty area, headed out by Gutas, onto the head of Robinson, straight down to Elise, back to O'Nien on the halfway. He turns away from Robinson, plays it forwards down the right to Dan Neil. Down the right wing, Alan Brown on the shoulder of O'Dowda, holding O'Dowda off, and on the touchline, the overlap coming through from Roberts. It's gone out for another Sunderland throw.
Good play by Sunderland.
Quickly taken. Brown puts the ball in the penalty area. Gutas hooks it away. It'll roll out for another Sunderland throw. Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0. Here's Hume. Leeds 1, Portsmouth 1. Back it comes to Anthony Patterson in the middle of the Sunderland half. Leaves it for Elise. Elise wide to Sirkin just in front of Errol Bullitt. He plays it back to Elise. And Elise.
Wow, 300 people watching.
Just ricocheted off Robinson.
Amazing.
O'Nien's there to turn it back to Anthony Patterson. Hume ahead of him. It's interesting watching this. What's happening is Hume's dropping into the middle, isn't he? And O'Nien goes out to that right back position. They form. They
Anybody
make a 3.
new? Just click the subscribe button.
And
You're all welcome. Every match is got
to Dan Neil. There's one back by Siopis though. And Rawls now looking for Willock. Willock on the left-hand side here into the penalty area. Closed down, still going, trying to get round O'Nien. A block made by Hume though. Sometimes the commentator's not needed.
Just listen
to the supporters. Throw for Cardiff City on the far side as the block of empty seats between the Sunderland fans and Cardiff fans in that stand. Willock back to O'Dowda on the touchline. He's being forced back out by Patrick Roberts and eventually back up to the halfway line. QPR 1, West Bromwich Albion 1.
How many people tuning in?
Chambers swings the ball down the left wing. Hume heads it out. Josh Madger with that equaliser for West Bromwich Albion. Whistle blown
on the pitch.
Now that ball's been
Cheers,
removed.
Kevin, lad.
O'Dowda will take the throw again for Cardiff City. The 26th minute, Sunderland leading 1-0. O'Nien, close range header as the ball comes down the left wing to Hume in the corner, off for a throw. Or is it a corner? Right on the corner flag, it is a corner to Cardiff City. It's their third.
Miley, just
corner.
go around the back, darling. Just go around the back door.
It's been left for Joe Rawls, who's taking it on the far side. So from the left, it's swung in, it hangs in the air for a moment. O'Dowda trying to get on the end of it. Hume is on his shoulder, it drops out from Mienda. Tanner stabs a foot in, Chambers has it in midfield. O'Dowda taps it back to Willock, Willock to Chambers, Chambers back from the middle to Gutas in the centre circle. Now with Ng forwards through the right to Willock, out to the wing, Tanner back inside, Willock just plays it back to Ng, goes round Clark into Siopis in the centre to Rawls, Joe Rawls now, just drifting to the left, finding O'Dowda, back to Rawls, just at the corner of the penalty area, crosses here straight to the hands of Anthony Patterson. 1-0 still to Sunderland.
Well done, Patterson there, just calm things down.
27th minute, BBC Radio Newcastle.
Cheers for the 10 subscribers there. Thank you very, very much.
Total Sport Monday.
Thank you so
is
much.
Back to 2 hours now, 6 till 8, Monday to Friday. Ball bounces out again, another throw to Sunderland inside their own half.
Sunderland have got to manage the game now. They've got hard noses in front, they've got to manage the game. You know, clean sheet wins you the game.
Don't sit back and defend this lead, whatever you do.
We have seen is that we've scored from a set piece.
Yeah.
Last season we struggled to score from a set piece.
Again, I come back to the point I made about Dennis Serkin. How he can be influential at set pieces.
You're welcome, Etienne. Welcome. Thank you very much.
Out. You forget how tall Serkin is. Actually, he's a big lad. Oxford 1, Norwich 0. Oxford on their return, long-awaited return to the Championship. The ball comes through to Luke O'Nien to clear, through to Brown in the middle. He's looked for the run here of Roberts, but it's cut out by O'Dowda.
Please end the season now.
He brings it forwards and plays it out to Willock on the left wing. Hume in front of him, Willock taking him on down the left of the penalty area. Hume slides in, concedes the corner, but he stood up to him strongly, and Willock couldn't get round him. A fourth Cardiff corner then. 29th minute. Cardiff one behind, Rawls down to take it again. On that left-hand side, in the corner where all the Sunderland fans are, in that safe standing area. There are a few sitting, I have to say, but most standing. Sorry, Benno. It's swung in by Rawls. Ng looking for it again. Job got his head on it, and the whistle's blown.
Good defending again, excellent. And that's what they've got to do.
Free kick to Sunderland. Regis Lebris, a few, waving his arms around a lot. He's come out of his technical area, down the touchline. Can't quite hear what he's shouting to the players. Job back to Elise, out to Serkin. Inside again to Job. He's got blue shirts all around him, gets it out to Serkin in that tight space, and he's lifted over the top looking for Mienda, but Chambers gets in front of him. Lets it run away from him back to the goalkeeper. Gutas to Chambers just outside the penalty area.
Just subscribe, thanks subscriber. Yeah, thank you.
Play it between them, the two.
Every match, uninterrupted, live match comedy, home and away
down.
and cup
Gutas
games
carries
and
on,
friendlies.
Slips it inside to Joe Rawls. Rawls just at the back of the centre circle. Chambers to his right, back to Rawls in the middle with Siopis. Gutas trying to get it forwards to Ramsey. Ramsey back to Gutas. Ramsey again on halfway on the left. Short pass through to Siopis, out to O'Dowda. Back to Ramsey on that left wing. Closed down by Job, out to O'Dowda. Back again to Gutas. And across to Chambers. Half an hour played. Cardiff City 0, Sunderland 1. Luke O'Nien's header in the 18th minute. Wide, Ng. Clark closes him down, gets the ball off him, flicks it past Ng, who tries to get in front of Clark, gets the ball back to Willock. And Willock now weaving his way through the middle to Ramsey, who loses it. And there's Clark, who's trying to find Roberts on halfway on the right-hand side. O'Dowda goes with him. Roberts manages to twist away from the Republic of Ireland man and then taps it down the right wing to Hume. Hume, O'Dowda goes to close him down. Hume checks and plays the ball back to Alan Brown. Inside to Dan Neil, back to Luke O'Nien on the halfway line with Elise. Elise down the left wing to Dennis Sirkin. Inside to Clark. Clark back to O'Nien. Robinson went to close him down. O'Nien sidesteps him neatly, gets the ball to Alan Brown. Brown down the right, leaves it for Patrick Roberts. Roberts back inside to Hume, who crosses. Good ball in.
Great cross.
And Ng is stretched. It's dropped to Clark on the left, who drives it into the box. It crashed off Job, took him a little bit by surprise. He was on the 6-yard line. If he could have controlled that,
Cheers,
we
Derek.
could have seen Sunderland go 2 up. But they break now. Siopis for Cardiff, up to Robinson. And out on the left-hand side, Robinson trying to bring this back inside now, inside the Sunderland half. Leaves it for Siopis on the halfway line. And forwards to Ramsey. And you get the impression that when Sunderland do get the ball in the Cardiff penalty area, they're much more of a threat than Cardiff have been when they get the ball up the other end. Here is Ramsey rolling the ball down the left for O'Dowda. Hume goes to block. The ball crossed in onto the head of O'Nien. Comes out to Ng, looking for Tanner, who's been forced wide by Dennis Sirkin. Tanner has to play the ball back here now to Joe Rawls. Inside to Ramsey. Out wide to Tanner. Tanner back again to Joe Rawls. And then Ramsey wide again to Tanner. The block by Sirkin. Joe picks the loose ball up. He's clipped by Ng. Free kick to Sunderland.
Good shape to Sunderland. You know, when we haven't got the ball, they've been working hard for each other, making it difficult for Cardiff City to break us down.
They make these little triangles, don't they? And they're having to work hard to do that, but it's how they're winning the ball back when Cardiff win it. Roberts now, he's got through the middle. And he's found Clark in the penalty area on the left-hand side onto the goal line. He's going to try and pull this back. He does, and Roberts' shot, he's pulled it, he's dragged it wide, and it's cleared by Cardiff. It's come back out to Sirkin, down to Clark again on the left-hand side of the penalty area. He goes across the back of the box, swings the ball in, but it's caught by the goalkeeper. Again, they always look like they could score, Sunderland, when they get in that area.
If you're going to be critical, Nick, I think Clark should have done better, pick somebody out. You know, and again, the ball's come back to Roberts. You've got to do better, Patrick Roberts.
It was a bit of a gift for him, really, wasn't it?
I wish Gary Bennett would stop sighing when we're going on attack. He sort of spoils it before
Chambers
it happens.
clearing
Love the bloke.
up to halfway. Ramsey brings it down, and
when he goes,
the feet of Dan Neil. Siopis gets it out to Tanner.
It's
Tanner inside to Joe Rawls.
Nick Barnes has said anything.
Rawls across to Gutas. Forwards over halfway to Ramsey. Lays it back off to Joe Rawls. And Rawls now trying to burst through the centre. Meander stabbed at it, but Rawls still has it. Looks for O'Dowda down the left wing. Hume goes across. It's rolled to Willock on the left of the penalty area. A block attempted by Brown, and Robinson's shot is on target, but Patterson's gone down to his left and made a comfortable save.
Yeah, he didn't catch it cleanly, no. did he, Robinson?
It was an opportunity, but Patterson saved it.
But just going back to Sunderland, you know, a couple of times Jack Clark's got round the back. You just think that they should do better, shouldn't they? Really.
It would be quite nice to go in at half-time with a second, wouldn't it? 35th minute, as the sun is actually trying to burst through here in Cardiff, as Siopis gets forwards, is blocked by Job. ball breaks for O'Dowda, back to
strikers, then
Gutas.
what we're going to do with strikers?
Now back again, Chambers across to Ng. Cardiff trailing 1-0 to Luke O'Nien's 18th minute header.
Cheers for the other 10 subscribers. Thank
Again
you so much indeed. Thank you.
Wide to Willock. O'Dowda back again to Gutas. Squares it to Chambers along the back four to Ng. Forwards to Siopis now. Wide to Tanner. Trying to get it down the line and out for a throw to Sunderland. Inside the Sunderland half on this left-hand side. Elise takes the throw back to Patterson. Just short pass to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien just outside the Sunderland penalty area. Rolls it to Dan Neil wide on the right. Ramsey goes to close him down. It's played back to O'Nien. Back again to Patterson. Patterson hooks it down the left to Sirkin. Tanner chases down, but Sirkin tried to get the ball forward. It rolled off Tanner, back to Ng. Into the centre now. Rolls to Siopis, then to Gutas. Gutas halfway. Willock cuts back into the centre circle. Rolls it to Ng. Ng into the middle again, the centre circle with Callum Chambers. Short pass to his left to Demetrius Gutas. O'Dowda back to the Greek. 3 caps for Greece, the 30-year-old.
You're welcome, Michael Wynn from sunny Spain. Hope you're well.
As Sirkin slides through, he's challenged by Tanner, but
Cheers
Joe now leaves it for Neil, and Neil out to Clark on the left wing. As the 3 substitutes just strolling back towards the dugout. Oshish, Barr and Mundell. Let's take a look at the ball and play in front of them and stroll back into the seats down below us. And the ball is back with Horvath, the Cardiff goalkeeper. Chambers has the ball. Taps it back to the goalkeeper. Roberts has got it inside to Hume. Hume head down through the middle, looking for Jobe. It breaks there for Mienda. It looked like he was pulled down by Gutas. The referee took a look at it. Mienda's still down. Willock has the ball. Now Gutas. Mienda's still on the floor. Play, well, it's been stopped because O'Dowda's put the ball out. And the referee, as Mienda is hauled up to his feet. And of course roundly booed then by the Cardiff fans who thought he was faking that. It'll be a throw which Roberts just throws back down the line for Horvath to come out and regain possession for Cardiff. Much brighter now. It's still cloudy, there's blue sky up above the clouds, and it's brightening, still very warm. Joe Rawls with the ball, closed down by Clark. Mienda onto Chambers, back to the goalkeeper, and the keeper will get the ball clear up towards O'Nien, who heads it down the right. Roberts heads it in, flicks it inside, looking for Jobe. Cardiff win it back. 39th minute, Cardiff 0, Sunderland 1. Back it comes Gutas at the edge of his penalty area. Ng, Clark closes down. Across to Chambers on this right-hand side. Again, Clark going to close down. Working hard, willingly Clark, but Tanner will bring the ball back and play it up towards Robinson. Cut out by Sirkin. Clark gets it again, looking for Mienda. Mienda.
Oh, you've got to be quicker than that, Mienda.
He caught Siopis.
He's got to be quicker than that.
Free kick. Quickly taken from nowhere near where the challenge happened. The referee's happy enough to let it go. Willock trying to get round Sirkin, a bit of shirt tugging going on. Tanner tries to get the better of Dan Neil. Neil puts the ball out, just a throw to Cardiff City.
You're welcome, mate.
On the right here, almost halfway inside the Sunderland half. Cardiff 0, Sunderland 1. Luke O'Nien, the goal scorer, and G with this throw. Sunderland in their red and white stripes, Cardiff, their blue shirts, white shorts, and G still poised to take this throw.
Cheers for the other 6 subscribers, thank you.
He's needing some help here. He finally gets Tanner back to Ng. Quickly in on it is Neil. The assistant's not sure which way to go with this. I'm waiting for the referee to make the decision. And the decision's gone Cardiff's way, that throw. And G, Chambers, and in fairness to the assistant, I'm struggling to know actually who got the last contact on that one. Robinson down the left. It's played inside to O'Dowda. Looking for Rawls. Surely offside at Ramsey. Yes, the flag comes up.
Well done, Lionel.
A free kick to Sunderland, just outside the penalty area on the right.
You know, again, this is where, you know, the players as a group, as a team, you know, should be talking. They'll be looking up at that clock, you know, right near half time. This is when you got to concentrate. Don't make any mistakes. Keep doing the right things.
Patterson just jogging out to the right of the penalty area to take the free kick for Sunderland. 41st minute. Sunderland holding that 1-0 lead. And they managed to get themselves into a couple of positions where arguably they should have probably done better and could have extended the lead. And here's Tanner. Joe picks himself off the floor after a challenge from Tanner. Brown tidies up back to Patterson, who passes this out to Alan Brown on the right. Back again behind him is O'Nien. Down the wing, Brown away on the right, up to the halfway line. Rawls cuts across. The ball's played to Roberts. Back inside to Brown, back to Hume and O'Nien. Cross here to Elise and then to Sirkin on the left. Back inside to Neil. Neil back to Elise. Forwards to Dan Neil again. Leeds 1, Portsmouth 2.
Oof.
There's Dan Neil, Dennis Sirkin, Jack Clark.
Cheers, John. Loving the commentary here in sunny Mallorca. Well, lads.
And Ng. And Clark's not very happy because Ng.
Cheers, Kingfisher. Smash the like button for Cabby. Thank you.
There was I think Ng was just trying to ruffle him up a bit. You can see by Clark's reaction, he wasn't happy about it.
Yeah. Frustration's kicking in with Cardiff.
Elise down the left to Sirkin. Sirkin on the touchline. Tanner's trying to stick with him. Sirkin's got away from him, gets the ball to Job. Job now cutting across into the middle, looking for the run of Roberts here. Roberts, corner of the penalty area, taking it onto his left, onto his right, taps it through now to Brown. Brown shot over the bar. I think he was trying to shoot, but he's lifted it up and over for the goal kick.
Again, Nick, worked very, very hard to get in them positions. We've got to do better.
43rd minute. Goal kick then to Cardiff City. Sunderland 1, Cardiff 0. Horvath just placing the ball between the two centre-backs. Taps it to Gutas to his left, out to Rawls at the edge of the area, back to the keeper. And he passes it out to Siopis, who had Job on his shoulder. It spins past Ramsey, and it's put forward. Now, the referee's played the advantage and then pulled the game back for a free kick to Cardiff in the middle of their half. So a couple of minutes till half time. Sunderland in front. Chambers to Gutas. Gutas short pass forwards to Rawls, back to Chambers. Chambers short to Ramsey. Ramsey back from the halfway line to Ng, inside to Ramsey again. Ramsey finds Rawls, Gutas, and then forwards up to Willock. Still in the Cardiff half here in the centre circle, with Ramsey back to Chambers. Forwards again to Ramsey, closed down by Job, and Ramsey plays out to Ng in front of his manager. G back to Chambers at the edge of the area, passes it back to the goalkeeper. Mayenda is trying to put some pressure on the keeper, who passes it out to Rawls, breaks for Siopis, and Siopis now is pushed over by Job. The advantage played by the referee. Willock to Ramsey. He's got Tanner out here on the right hand side. Trevor. Ramsey's still going, rolls it to Tanner on the right side of the penalty area, onto his left, and it's skied high over the bar into the Sunderland fans behind the goal. A goal kick to Sunderland. in the last minute of the first half.
Yeah, good defending again by Sunderland. You know that Tanner wants to come in onto his left-hand side.
Cheers for the 5 subscribers, guys.
Don't think we'll have a great deal added on at the end of this first half. I mean, the new rules state that there should be 30 seconds added more for goal celebrations, blah, blah, blah. There's not been a lot of stoppages in the first half.
I think Lebris will be happy with this first half performance.
Yeah.
It's been solid.
1 minute we're going to get.
Hey, Jill. Cheers, pet. Hope you're well done.
10 seconds into that already, and Patterson's taken a long kick up onto the head of Job, onto the head of Rawls, drops for Brown, Roberts, and Rawls just blocks off Brown's run through. It's come to Siopis, back to Chambers, across to Gutas, who turns and plays it back to the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper in that light green kit with his orange boots plays it out to Chambers again. 20 seconds or so of this first half left. And the ball picked up by Willock on the left wing. It's been
can we get it up to 100 likes?
Monitored by
Hume,
so who makes a block. The cross is played to Tanner, whose header is wide. Goal kick, opportunity.
Good opportunity. He'll be disappointed that he never hit the target.
He will be, yeah.
Header.
He was only, what, 12 yards out, Tanner, and he should have done better. We've played, we're well over the minute. I think once this kick is taken by Patterson, that'll be the half-time whistle. Patterson strolls forwards now with his right foot, and the whistle blown indeed.
There's the half-time whistle, guys. We're going in.
Head in at the interval, leading by a goal to nil. That Luke O'Nien goal in the 18th minute. Well taken, very well worked free kick across from the left to Sirkin on the right to head back into O'Nien on the goal line.
Blackpool,
and they've had a couple of other opportunities where they've got in the penalty area.
Because
just
we're 1-0 up at half-time.
Phrase decision making.
Yeah, decision making.
Fairly scrappy affair for the majority of the game, but it's the scoreline that matters.
That final pass, when we've got there, then that's when we've got to make sure that quality's there. The quality was there for the free kick. Excellent, well worked free kick. Deserved to go in.
Honestly, I'm over the moon by the support that you guys are giving me.
Especially when we worked hard.
I've had to work so hard. I've been up against some of the other YouTube channels.
Roberts,
going it alone.
That final ball, what's coming, we pick somebody out.
And you guys have just helped me so much.
Been happy to let Cardiff enjoy a lot of possession around the penalty area, but you've always got the impression Cardiff don't have the same threat in the box as Sunderland do when they get the ball in the box.
Yeah, and that's what we touched on at the start of the programme, Nick. You know, when you look at Sunderland, you look at Cardiff and you're thinking, who's got the most...
So I will just be muting the commentary for half-time, just because of the music in the stadium, and you can't have that playing on YouTube. Get your guests lined up. Hey, Jill, join us. Hey, Jill, you're welcome to join us on the channel for a chat on Monday. If anybody wants to join the my team on Monday would do the Macam Cabby and Davy show on a Monday night, and we have a recap and have a crack on what's been going on. And it's a phone-in show as well. It's a phone-in show. So my number will be up on the Monday, and you can phone in and speak to me or Davy and have a crack on how you think we've been doing. Well, SJ, are they handing out pills like? Etienne Lemaire says yes, good thing to be in front. Kingfisher says great start, good lad Luke. Smash the like button, thank you mate. Susan Beermount, 8:20 AM here in Canada. Not happy with the new time. Thanks for doing this, Macam Cabby. You are so welcome, Susan. Derek says, are you coming down for the lights, Stu? You don't know. We might actually do, depending on what the weather is. We need a dry night, Derek. Canny Cabby says, El Bong, you alright mate, hope you're well. SJ says, I get hallucinations. Kev says, scrappy fair enough, can't expect much with a manager who's only had a few days to get what he wants from the squad. Over opinionated says, pretty pleased. Good friend of mine, Jill says, get your guests lined up, Stu. It'd be great to have a few pints together, said mates. Well, I don't drink, I'm teetotal, but I do like me orange juice, Derek. D Hall says yak to Katy Perry. Antonelli says small water bottle, mate. I'll be drinking all that today. It's so humid today. Paul Dan, lying by the pool in Corfu. The commentary is spot on. Oh, I'm so pleased you like it, Dan. Just what I wanted. The pub over the road had the Leeds match on. Dirty Leeds, and they are losing 2-1. Don't forget, I mean, if I was ever told that I couldn't have the commentary on, which should be alright because it's just radio, then I would just mimic what the commentary's doing. So I would just tell you everything what the commentary's saying, word for word, because I can do that. I know how to do that. So you'll still always get the commentary. It'll just be me giving you the commentary, word for word. I'll be copying what Nick Barnes is exactly saying. We're doing all right, Cabby. Over opinionated says should do a phone-in hour after the matches with Davy this year. Well, I mean, if we get enough interest, will anyone on here ring in? We've already had people phoning in, SJ, mate. We've already had a few people phoning in. Thanks to Macam. You're welcome, says Jam. SJ's Total Sport 2 on a Monday night. Yeah, it's great. Total Sports. I rang in. Me and Davey actually ring in quite a few times, but it's a great show. Great lads. Stephen Thompson says Dodd's telling Labrie what to do on the sidelines. Yeah, park the bus. I bloody hope not. I would buy you a free cocktail, says Stu. Yeah, not problem, Derek. No problem. Maybe it's a kebab as well. Can you do a Benno impersonation? Here we go then. There we go. Oh, I'll do another one. Here we go. Do you? Nah, he's alright, Benno. Top bloke. Legend of the club. He is. But he likes his size, doesn't he? Richard Parker says, you don't know what humid is in Japan. I can imagine it, Richard. I'm just in a conservatory at the moment, and it is pretty humid in here. Dan Joel, Alan Brown, perhaps best player on the pitch. Yeah, he's done well. Hume, 8.38 and a half time. Jilly, you should have gifted memberships. Don't know how you do that, Jill. Gifted memberships. I think you have to pay to do that as well, don't you? Gift memberships, Jill. 100 likes. Thank you very much. We've hit 100 likes. Cheers, Jill. Having lunch, but I'm back. All right, Julian. Yeah, everybody just take a breather. If you wonder why there's no commentary at half time, it's just because of the copyrights. That's all. Colin Major, I bet you can't do the Ben O'Howell cabby. How do you rate Cardiff so far? Says Paul. I don't think they're that special, to be quite honest with you. But they have shown that they can be dangerous on the attack. This game is there for the taking. It's there for the taking. If we get a second goal, we'll kill it off. But we've got to get that second goal. But they're nothing special. I'm just going for a toilet break. I'm back in a second, guys. We're putting the commentary back on very, very soon. We've just got that annoying song playing. Na 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 na. Here we go.
Ed. Well, a second goal then would be very, very sweet, wouldn't it? As the second half gets underway. Sunderland's bench, incidentally, is Simon Moore, of course, Triantis, Johnson, Ekwa, Rigg, Aushish, Barr, Mundle and Rusin. As the ball played up towards Robinson, comes back to Rawls, Sunderland win it. Job gets it to Clark on the left here. Ramsey stabbing at him, and Clark in the end is denied the move forwards by Unji, who gets the ball off him and is knocked out. It's a throw to Cardiff.
Cheers, Kingfisher.
On their right, deep inside the Cardiff half. So 1-0 then, as the second half begins, to Sunderland. As the ball floats up to the halfway line, O'Nien heads it back. Siopis, the Greek international, tries to get it forwards. Dan Neil gets it and plays it down to Sirkin on that left-hand side, who flicks it through here to Job, who tried to stab it back for Sirkin, who was making a forward run, but broken up by Cardiff, and a foul then on Dan Neil, and a free kick to Sunderland. This on the right, on the left of central midfield, third of the way inside the Cardiff City half. So quite a change in the weather to the start of the game, which was in misty rain and heavy cloud cover. It's now glorious bright summer sunshine, shadow just creeping out on the pitch from the roof of the stand, which curls away round above the Sunderland fans in that far corner. Safe standing.
I want to see Job get a goal
at the stadium, which they have also got for the home fans behind the goal away to our left, as Hume floats one up, looking for Elise's run into the penalty area, but it drops into the hands of Ethan Horvath, and his light green goalkeeping kit kicks it up over the halfway line, headed on by Hume on halfway. Siopis gets it and plays it across to the right wing, and G now trying to bring this forwards down the right with Tanner, and Tanner on the right touchline. Job on his shoulder knocks the ball out for a throw to Cardiff. Quickly taken, Tanner all the way back to Siopis, and the diminutive Greek international plays it along the line out to the left to his compatriot Dimitrios Goutas, back onto the halfway line, and Chambers floats one up towards Robinson, being manhandled by Luke O'Nien and thrown to the floor in the penalty area. But Robinson's not arguing about the fact that he's not going to get a penalty for that. It was a fair challenge by O'Nien. The ball's back with Patterson, a short sleeve green jersey, kicks it out wide, and Sirkin couldn't keep it in. Out for a throw to Cardiff on halfway on the right hand side. Leeds 2, Portsmouth 2. Slightly, I'll use the word messy start to the second half. It's not any particular rhythm that's been established by either side yet.
Well, that's good. It suits Sunderland.
Ramsey in his own penalty area, trying to play the ball out to Chambers on the right. Cleared up to Job. Now Ramsey, well, it looked like he'd fouled Dan Neil. Dan Neil appeals, but the referee didn't think so. And Brown back on halfway, plays it back to Elise, across to Luke O'Nien, chased by Callum Robinson. O'Nien here on this right hand side swings it down the right wing. It'll stay in. Mayenda keeps it in, but Chambers got in front of him and taps it back inside to Goutas.
He's got to be stronger than that, Mayenda.
Yeah,
that's when you're calling upon your centre forward when it's ball played down there to get hold of it.
It was too easy, wasn't it, for Chambers to get that back in. Chambers now leaves it for Unji, Perry Unji, cross to Gutas, wide to Aaron Ramsey, the 84 times capped Welsh international, 5 caps for Great Britain at the Olympics as well, which is relevant, I suppose, with the Olympics currently still on. Just the ball comes back to the centre circle. Chambers to Gutas, and he plays it short to Chris Willock in the centre circle for Cardiff in their blue and white, and the pass just played straight 10 yards behind Unji into touch. Poor ball from Willock.
I think it was a fantastic ball.
Well, it is from a Sunderland perspective. Ball back with Patterson. He drives this up through the middle. Gutas heads it on. Willock tussling with Hume, who throws him to the floor. No foul. Chambers under pressure from Clark. It's ricocheted up off Clark, but it's span away from him quite quickly back to the goalkeeper. Out to Gutas, looking for Robinson, laying it off here on the left wing to O'Dowda, over the halfway line.
Jeez, King Brown's doing great, doing good.
Cutting inside, Hume's going with him, O'Dowda's still going. Hume brings him down.
Hope so.
Yellow card, I'm afraid, for Hume. First yellow card of the season. I thought he got the ball actually, but he slid in from behind and brought the player down.
Yeah, he's just caught him, O'Dowda.
Yeah, we'll do, Jill. Definitely that second.
Free kick in what will be a
Casual
useful
observer,
position
hello,
for
mate.
Cardiff,
like 24,
25 yards out, just left of centre, and we were saying in the build-up about Cardiff's.
I wanted to work for Joe Bellingham, I really do, but I don't know.
I think Joe Rose and Ramsey will be
Mocha Junior's good team, Abby.
They were in the first half, weren't they? The couple of free kicks that Cardiff got, it was Ramsey and Rolls. The two very experienced
brother
midfielders. And between them, they both stepped aside some 4 or 5 yards from the ball. Sunderland have got a line 16 yards out, and it will be Rawls who clips it in towards the right and right out through. Now, there's a couple of players have gone down. There's a couple of players, and O'Nien is one of them, having words with the referee.
Cheers for the subscriber. If you knew
it's
the
a
channel,
goal kick, but I'm not quite sure what the issue was then.
Thank you very much indeed.
And why O'Nien's so animated.
Tar, thanks, Tar.
But the free kick came to nothing. It was basically played away to the right and behind for a goal kick. So Cardiff City 0, Sunderland 1. Still we're in the 53rd minute of the game.
Am I being too harsh on Joe Bellingham?
That's poor clearance, poor kick out. Throw to Cardiff.
Need to rush there, Patterson. It's got to be better than that.
Kirill Louis-Dreyfus, Swansea watching on.
Aaron Ramsey, please go.
Sitting together at the front of the
channel, mate.
director's box here at the Cardiff City Stadium as Sirkin twists, turns, and with his left foot hooks it away down the touchline. The ball's gone out. Throw to Cardiff. Quickly taken into the penalty area, looking for Robinson, who nods it. No penalty. He's gone down.
Got down too easy.
He went, in my eyes, he went down too easily, sitting with his arms outstretched at the referee. But he appeared to go down very, very easily under the challenge of O'Nien. There's a slight nudge on his back from O'Nien, but that was no more than a nudge. And to my mind, watching it again on the screen here, Robinson threw himself down, actually. Willock lifts one over the top. It's with O'Nien down in the corner, and O'Nien battling with Robinson, and O'Nien digs the ball out, only as far as Rawls at the corner of the penalty area. Leaves it for Willock. Willock now onto his right, trying to curl it towards the far post, and curls it round for a goal kick. Queen's Park Rangers 1, West Bromwich Albion 2 now. Madger has scored the first and the second for West Bromwich Albion. Well, Cardiff trying to crank up the noise now behind that Patterson goal away to our left.
I think you touched on it before, Nick. You know, it's a bit scrappy this second half, but I'm not complaining. You know, it suits us.
You mentioned the first 10-15 minutes of the second half. Well, we're 10 minutes in. Sunderland have weathered that, if you call it weathered, because they haven't really been put under tremendous pressure. O'Nien heads the ball back to Patterson. Millwall 0. Whoever they were playing to. Watford 2. Millwall 0, Watford 2. Here's Elise bringing the ball out on the left. Down the touchline finds Sirkin, and he tries to find Clark and does. Clark has to come back, leaves it for Neil, taps it back to Hume on the centre spot, rolls it back to Luke O'Nien, up to halfway, rolls it out here to Patrick Roberts on the right wing, taking on O'Dowda, and down the line, flicking it through, looking for Mienda, a block by Chambers on Mienda. The ball breaks now for Rawls, who taps it behind him to Siopis, and here's Chambers again behind him as Mienda gives chase. It's played back to Horvath, the goalkeeper, and the two centre-backs either side. He kicks it up long. O'Nien will get his head on this, drops to Rawls, who's looking for Siopis, who says he's fouled by Job, and so does the referee. Free kick to Cardiff City in the centre, just behind the centre circle. Errol Bullitt has disposed of his tracksuit top and his baseball cap. Regis Lebris still stands, his arms folded at the corner of his technical area. Cardiff City 0, Sunderland 1. We're live on BBC Radio Newcastle. We've got full commentary of Gateshead against Ebbsfleet with Colin and Dicker at 3, and second half commentary of Newcastle against Brest with Razor and Ando after that. Here's Siopis, twisting away from Job and Brown. Looks to try and get the ball through to Tanner. Cut out by Sirkin. Leaves it now for Clark. Over the halfway line, just at the edge of the centre circle, to Job, who gets it out to Sirkin on the left wing, who's looking for the run of Clark down the left. Siopis goes behind him into the corner.
Not too bad, as
Clark
turns,
not too bad.
Comes away, out with the ball, plays it behind to Dan Neil, rolls it into the centre to Brown. Robinson on his shoulder, and Brown leaves it for Sirkin, tries to get the return ball, hooked away into touch by Ollie Tanner. Cardiff in blue and white, Sunderland in their red and white stripes, black shorts this afternoon. Remarkable again, as you mentioned it before the game, the kit does look good. It does look good.
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
All the players, yes, lovely feeling. All the players, they're all wearing their shirts out over the trousers as well, over their shorts. Here's a break possibly for O'Dowda, skips away past Roberts. Hume goes to give chase, it's pulled into the penalty area, straight to Luke O'Nien. Out to Roberts now on this right-hand side. Roberts wheeling away down the right was Mienda. The ball's cut out though by Gutas. Now with Rawls, back to Chambers. And Roberts tried to put a squeeze on him. Oxford 2, Norwich 0. Here is Ramsey
Oxford
down the left to
Norwich
Willock.
0, that's mad.
Hume has gone with him. Mienda's just behind. Willock left edge of the penalty area. Pulls it back for Ramsey, who looks up, curls one towards the far post, over the head of Tanner, and behind for a goal kick.
So Sunderland down to 5th at the moment,
58th
with
minute,
other teams
Cardiff 0,
scoring more
Sunderland 1.
goals.
Yeah, they'll be looking to make changes, I bet, soon. Cardiff.
Got a couple of new signings on the bench. Wilfred Kanga,
1-0, the longer
winger,
it stays
stroked forward on
1-0,
loan
the
from
more
Hertha.
then Cardiff City will
Alex
get
Robertson
to
there,
believe
young
that
midfielder.
they can come and get something out of this game. We need that second goal.
Reuben Colwell, attacking midfielder. Job plays the ball back to Elise. Left to Sirkin. Sirkin being closed down by Tanner, who blocks it, but it goes out for a throw to Sunderland. Wide on the left. Roberts standing on his own here, wide on this right wing. Cardiff's coaches are in discussion. They're going to make a change.
Cheers for the subscriber.
And it's going to be Yaku Maiti, the 28-year-old Ivory Coast forward, who's coming on. So that's their first
Cheers,
change of the new
Kingfisher, thanks,
season.
mate.
On the halfway line, Dan Neil. Well, he's gone down, no pushing the back from Ramsey, says the referee. Andy Davis. It's played out to O'Dowda on the left-hand side, at the edge of the penalty area for Cardiff. Low ball played in, and it bobbles into the hands of Patterson from Aaron Ramsey, who threw himself at it, but couldn't get anything on the contact.
Cheers, Jill.
O'Dowda's cross, and it came off, I think, the
getting nearer
chest
and nearer Cardiff City.
Ramsey threw himself at it,
sort ourselves out like
get any really meaningful contact. It just span off his
I'd make
midriff
some changes
into Patterson's hands.
I'd get Job off.
Warning, nonetheless. Patterson clears here, out to Hume on the right wing. Hume takes it into the Cardiff half, looks up, he's drifting into the middle. Mayenda's made a run into the box, right-footed, he's just played it a little bit too wide across the face of goal, and a stretch for Horvath, but he's got his hand to it.
Got to stop doing that to Who, because if we carry on, you can't win games doing that.
Callum Chambers is hurt, and Mayenda's picking himself up as well. He was on the angle, it was always a difficult chance for Mayenda.
Good movement, just couldn't get a clean strike on the ball.
So don't forget, if anybody wants to join the team,
played an hour.
And join
Cardiff
us
City 0, Sunderland
on the
1.
Cabby and Davey show
First
on Monday night.
Substitution about to be made now by Cardiff City.
Just give us a shout.
Mighty comes out to the edge of the
live show
pitch.
Till 9.
Errol Bullitt with a few instructions.
Ronaldo does this. How are you doing? Welcome along.
Who will come off? Robinson?
Paul Heron, Job having a howl at the moment, and also great teammates.
Hard to say at the minute because all the players taking drinks.
They'll have to do. They'll change it about.
Callum Chambers is still getting treatment away to our right in the Cardiff penalty area.
He's doing nothing, Susan Job,
Regis comes down for a little word
nothing.
with Patrick Roberts, and
his job.
Mike Dodds in conversation with Dan Neil. As Chambers gets to his feet, and he's walking off to the touchline here. The change about to be made then. Mighty stands beside the Cardiff coaches and the fourth official, Stephen Martin, who shows us it's Tanner who's coming off.
Yeah, thought it might have been him.
The thing is, look, Cardiff are here for the taking, though. We must make it count. Absolutely, Jill.
So, Yakumate comes on, the centre forward. He's gone actually into Tanner's position, so it's just a straight swap over on that right wing. The ball at the feet of Ethan Horvath.
They're going to make another substitution, aren't they?
I'm not sure.
That's right, Paul. Josh
Chambers
got
is
2
waiting
goals.
to come back
Oh,
on.
he's coming back on, sorry.
And the kick from Horvath. They have to wait 30 seconds. That's the rule before they can come on now after an injury. The ball here with O'Dowda. Robertson, he whipped it off
being
his
the better
feet,
team,
but
just edging it.
Willock
the review,
now leaving
review.
it for Robinson, back to Rawls here. Chambers now finally allowed back on. O'Dowda down the left of the penalty area to Willock.
Slowly creeping back into it.
Trying to find an opening if he can. O'Dowda's behind him, he's taken on Hume, he crosses to the far post, it's caught by Patterson. 1-0 still to Sunderland, 63rd minute. And Patterson pausing with the ball in his hands. Elise and O'Neill, either corner of the penalty area. The ball dropped to Patterson's feet. Robinson goes to close him down. He passes it out to Elise. Elise out now to Joe, backing into Siopis, into the middle.
We all just want Joe to come on well.
Walked all over
himself. Absolutely, Bong.
Aaron Ramsey.
I hope he does come well. I hope he has a cracking season.
It's a free kick to Sunderland.
Let's give him a few more games, says Bob.
All over the top of him.
I agree. Let's give him a few more games, find his feet.
Ramsey's he's made an indication to the bench. Not sure what's gone on, what the concern is for the Cardiff players at the moment, but there's a free kick to Sunderland. Elise is going to take it. Sunderland leading 1-0. In fact, O'Neill takes it in the end.
Sunderland fans are at full voice at Cardiff.
Drives it down the left wing, looking for Clark, and G's got in front of him, brings the ball down, and forces it out. Clark putting pressure on him.
Good pressure.
Throw to Sunderland. Quickly taken then by Sirkin. Back to Dan Neil. Ramsey gets the ball off him. Neil gets back on his feet, and Ramsey has to come backwards because Sirkin's in front of him now. Into Joe Rawls in the middle, back here to Gutas. Gutas passing it forwards to Robinson just inside the Sunderland half, lifting it down the wing, looking for O'Dowda, who managed to hook it back in to keep it from going out, but straight to Luke O'Nien, who finds Mayenda, gives the ball away to Siopis, who gives it away to Sirkin. Siopis closes him down and then plays it back to the goalkeeper.
Scrappy in it.
It is. As I said before, there's no particular pattern
Yeah,
to
we
the
need to
second
keep hold
half, and
of
as you said, that
Clark.
suits Sunderland. Cardiff, the longer it goes on, they've got to be
Hi,
a little
Simon,
bit
you
more,
all right?
Well, they've got to gamble a bit more, haven't they?
Yeah.
They
He's
trail
not doing
1-0,
too
the
bad,
home team.
but to be honest with you,
Played
especially the
two.
second half,
Chambers by
Sunderland haven't really
Gutas and
done
back to
much
the Greek.
up front.
And with his socks rolled down and his
RMG says
short
he
sleeves, he
thinks
casually
that
plays the
he
ball
thinks
down
that
the left
Cardiff
wing for
win.
Willock. Hume chases him. Willock plays it inside now, looking for Joe Rawls. Rawls just outside the penalty area. Brown in front of him. Plays it back out to Willock on the left-hand side.
That's
and
mad,
Willock
Paul.
again into Robinson at the edge of the area. Too many red and white shirts. It comes back out to Siopis. Out to the left to Joe Rawls. Back to Siopis. Inside to Willock. And Mighty's calling for it in the penalty area, but he's played it back to Gutas, just in the centre circle with Chambers. Chambers to Gutas again, and Gutas here to Siopis. And it's Queen's Park Rangers 1, West Bromwich Albion 3. Maja hat-trick this afternoon. Out wide, played in from the right by Unji. Mighty's trying to get his head on it. O'Dowda now as well. Willock in the penalty area, but Roberts stabs it away to throw to Cardiff. 10 yards from the corner on the left. The Sunderland still leading. 66th minute by a 1-0. Luke O'Nien's header in the 18th minute, and Cardiff look like they're going to make another change here.
Yeah.
Come on, Sunderland,
Throw
man.
taken by O'Dowda to Robinson, back to O'Dowda, and coming on, looks like it's going to be Kanga. Yeah, Wilfred Kanga on loan from Hertha, the 26-year-old Ivory Coast international. Roberts with it on the right, looking for Joe. Joe down the right-hand side here. Mayenda in the middle. Lovely ball into Mayenda. Left-footed. He's missed. The keeper got a touch. The goal was gaping, screaming at Mayenda to score, but somehow a touch from the keeper has taken it wide.
Great play by Roberts. Right into.
He could have wrapped it up.
Into Mayenda.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give
man.
him benefit of doubt. Good save by the goalkeeper, but yeah, you know, if you're going to be critical,
you've got to be
scored.
You've got to be
I can't
critical.
show you
You've
the
got to be
video, it's
critical.
too bright in the
Lovely ball through down the right.
It
Robinson
wasn't an open
to
goal, to be
Joe.
fair. The ball was played in.
Deserved the goal. Here's
He
the
didn't
corner
even
shot
catch it
to
right, Mayenda.
Roberts, back to Clark on the goal line, offside. Flag up.
Yeah, he sort of, he was off balance when Mayenda went to hit that. He was like off balance. He just didn't
Still
get a good
1-0
connection with that at all.
They're bringing Robinson
Sunderland.
up, I would imagine. Put Kanga on, he's a
It
big
will
lad.
be, indeed, you're right. Robinson's coming off. Kanga's coming on. A lot of goals in pre-season for Robinson, but it's not happened for him this afternoon. Kanga takes his place in the 68th minute.
Keep on saying it. I don't want to be bored. That's why we need
Two
strikers.
changes then made by Cardiff, who are getting a little bit desperate now, you'd suggest.
Yeah, they are going to get desperate. But we've got to deal with him. Kanga is a big lad, big unit.
He's a strapping lad. He's standing above
Hello,
by a couple of
Julian.
inches Luke O'Nien. Luke's
Zach
trying to stick
Speakman
with
waves
him.
to space,
Horvath
says
with
Gary.
the
Hello,
kick
Gary,
here,
welcome.
Up over the halfway line. Brown heads it down.
Anybody new,
Siopis
hit the subscribe button. Thank
leaves
you
it
very
for
much.
G
You're on the
inside,
Christmas
then
card
to
list.
Gutas in the
Got 2
central
more subscribers there.
avenue
Thank
of
you
the,
very
if you
much.
like, of the
I've
pitch.
gained
It comes
50
back
subscribers.
to Chambers in the middle.
This stream so
And
far. How
Ekwa,
unbelievable is that? Thank
Ashish
you very
and
much.
Barr have had another little warm-up.
Jeff reckons
Ball in the
Ruson's
middle with
crap, eh?
Rawls out to the right to Ramsey, trying to cut inside past Dan Neil, cleared by Elise, back up into the Cardiff half.
Hello to the 350 people watching live wherever you are on the planet.
Chambers now to
Cheers, Ronaldo. Thank you.
Then through the middle to Rawls and wide to the left to O'Dowda, back into Rawls. He swings it wide right, looking for Mighty on that far side. And Kanga's in the middle. Mighty's left foot strike, he's driven it really hard. Elise blocked it. And now Mighty's got it back again on the right side of the penalty area. It's swung in by Unji, headed down by Willock, hooked in the air by Roberts, then hooked back over his head out into midfield. Jobe heads it on. And it's with Unji again. Inside to Rawls. Rawls in the middle of the Sunderland half, looking for Mighty down that right wing. Kanga in the middle of the penalty area. Mighty lays it back off to Unji. Unji, Clark goes to tackle him. It rolls into Mayenda. He's surrounded by Cardiff shirts. Rawls has the ball back. Rawls going, shoots over the bar from 22 yards, apologises to his teammates. Change for Sunderland is imminent.
Yeah,
and it's Rusin, I think.
Yeah, you know,
Rusin isn't great, to be fair, says Tasty.
That's when the players need a breather. When the ball has got to stick.
Nazari Rusin is going to come on for Sunderland. It'll be for Mayenda.
Benidorm, but I'm from Sunderland. Oh, I'll be enjoying that, mate.
Just kneeling at the edge of the Sunderland penalty area at the moment. And gets to his feet again.
Jack Reed, Rusin more of a wide player, and even
Sunderland.
then he needs to learn his trade. He does.
Rusin,
oh my God, he's not bringing bar on. That's crazy. In the Planet Yorkshire said
Alessandro
CCTV.
Batterini and given some instructions. I'm not sure how much Rusin's English has improved in the time that he's been here. He's nodding a lot. So I assume he's taking in what
Cheers for the subscriber.
is being shown
Once
him
again.
as Patterson takes the kick. Sunderland still leading 1-0 in the 72nd minute, and Roberts is frustrated that the ball bounces over him and out for a throw to Cardiff City. O'Dowda will take this throw for the home team on the left-hand side here.
So would anybody in the chat
that on BBC Radio Newcastle,
be happy with a point?
I'm
don't
want
to put a
every
dampener on
evening,
things, but I'm just
Monday
saying,
to Friday, 6 till 8.
before a game had kicked off,
we will
I'll
have
take
full
a point.
commentary from Preston.
But would you be happy with a point
Tuesday
if
night,
it did finish 1-1?
first round of the Carabao
personally,
Cup, the League Cup.
No.
And
because
Sunderland
I think
will
Cardiff are
begin
pretty much poor, to be honest with
their
you.
home campaign,
especially just leading for so long.
The stadium will light next Sunday
Hi
lunchtime.
Dougie Stewart, you alright, mate?
So Mayenda's coming off, Rusin's coming on.
Derek says bloody Dodds tactics again. The Who I would not grin bar on.
In the 72nd minute.
Dougie, so far so good,
yeah. Changes games.
Yeah.
3-9-1 Mac, Speakman.
On comes Rusin.
Still. Dave says no, we want 3 points. Jack, not now.
And it's a free kick to Sunderland, which O'Nine's going to take just back inside the Sunderland half on the right-hand side. With his right, he drives this across the field to the left to Clark.
Can they get that second?
Brings it neatly down and plays it behind to Sirkin. Again, you mentioned game management when they went 1-0 up, and that's again very much the case for Sunderland now, isn't it? As Kanga makes a strong challenge on O'Neill, the ball goes out for a throw to Sunderland. As much as Cardiff are going to chase this now, the last quarter of an hour or so, Sunderland are going to manage the last quarter.
They've got to manage it. You know, it's in Sunderland's hands.
It's also going to mean if Cardiff are coming forward, it's going to leave them vulnerable at the back.
Past Roberts to get the ball down the
again,
line. It comes
this is where we lack,
Patterson.
isn't it? Firepower.
Patterson at the edge of his
when
penalty
a team's
area in the D. O'Nien's wide on the right.
We need to counter-strike.
Swung the ball out, Patterson to Luke O'Nien. And on the touchline, forwards to Roberts. O'Dowda goes to close him down, up into the centre circle. And it's Siopis who gets there ahead of Jobe, who's chased across the pitch to close down Willock on the touchline. Back to O'Dowda, inside to Joe Rawls, Rawls into the centre circle. Callum Chambers finding...
Taking a point when the lead isn't any good just shows what Bottle Job says. Jack.
Millwall 1, Watford 2. And Duncan Watmore.
Great job, Cabby. Keep it up from America. Thanks,
Millwall.
Adam. Thank you
Ramsey
for your kind words.
To Ng, who's trying to get the ball out here to Mighty on the right wing. He's challenged, great challenge by Elise.
Nathan Madison, hello mate. Away from home, always happy with a point. We should have this game dead and buried though. Hey,
Rick's been warming
that's
up here.
been the same story, hasn't it? especially our last
He
season.
could be coming on, Rig.
Yeah,
Cheers,
yeah.
Days, thumbs up for Cabby.
I think.
Do you think it'll be Roberts here?
Who do you think it's going to be?
I think he'll take Brown off.
Doug, need that second goal to make sure. We do.
Now, what the Cardiff fans feel there was a foul on Mighty.
Phil Mackey, hello,
And
Phil. We
so
need
does
to
Aaron
dig deep
Ramsey.
and
He's thrown the
capitalise
ball
on
down and
Cardiff's
having a word with the
frustrations as they
referee,
push.
but it's,
We absolutely
the
do.
ball
Good teams would
is
absolutely do
with
that.
Anthony Patterson.
Good teams would have destroyed Cardiff
Cardiff
today
fans not
because
happy.
I think they've been poor. They've not offered much.
Elise
Cardiff.
now brings the ball out into midfield, closed down by Aaron Ramsey. Kanga is hanging around. Ball played out to Elise again on the left-hand side, bringing this up the left wing, gets a shove in the back. The ball breaks for Job. Job with Clark. Clark now. Siopis slides in to make a tackle, and it's a free kick, I think.
Yes.
Put Triantus
Right on
on
the
for young
touchline.
kid in central defence, says Derek. Stephen
75th
Margeorge
minute,
just
so
scored a
15 minutes to
hat-trick.
play. Cardiff City 0, Sunderland 1.
How many seasons
Live on
since
BBC
Sunderland
Radio
won their
Newcastle.
opening
Cardiff
match of a
are,
new
yes.
season? Good question, Gordon. Anybody know that?
So
What
Cardiff
more
in
just
a bid
scored
to
for
try and get
Millwall,
this
said
goal
Stephen.
back. Here's Kanga again, laying the ball off to
Brown's been
Siopis.
playing really well,
I think
Jack.
he's twice Siopis' height. Rolls back into Siopis, just at the front of the centre circle, leaves it for Callum Chambers, up to Willock. Willock in the middle, back to Chambers, and now to
Bruce is
Gutas.
definitely going to score today. Draw no good.
Forwards.
Wow, I hope he bloody
Down the
does,
left
Neil.
wing, back to
Don't have. I bet
Gutas.
€2,000
Rig,
on
who
1-0.
no longer wears the
You have
number
to share it,
31,
Sava, if
he
you-
wears
if
the
it
number
comes in
11
that, mate.
shirt this season. And the ball swept away from Rusin back to the goalkeeper. Gutas forwards to Ng in the
Big
centre
hello
circle.
to the 378 now
Skips
watching.
the challenge of
Thank
Job,
you.
gets the ball out to O'Dowda. Coming on is David Turnbull and one other whose back is turned to me at the moment. Clark,
Big lad.
whoever it is, dyed blonde, short hair.
Can't believe the
Ball's
season's
gone out for a throw.
first
and,
game of the season. It's
Turnbull
only
then is coming
15
on.
minutes left already.
gonna be
Where's the
Colwell.
time gone?
Do you think it is Ruben Colwell? Yeah.
I would take Ross Stewart back on loan, Stephen.
Well, you're
definitely.
right about Roberts coming off for Rig. Well done.
Roberts coming off for Rig. I'll happy with that.
Benno on the ball as always.
The last few times Rig's come
On
on,
comes
especially
Rig.
in the friendlies, we've been a different team. Look more dangerous.
So
Let's
the
see what
two
happens today,
changes.
shall we?
Being made by Cardiff as well.
Brown showing a 6.7, says Hall. Ian Curry. Hello, Ian. How are you doing?
David
Here, the
Turnbull,
moderator
an
on the
attacking
channel.
midfielder.
Sitting
Ruben
back
Colwell,
again.
attacking
Yeah,
midfielder. So
I
you
know,
can see what their
it's
intent is in this
squeaky
last
bum
quarter of an hour. Sunderland waiting
Both,
patiently to get
both
this
big
throw
lads,
taken.
not like
Finally,
midget Luke, he says Derek.
Willock's coming off for
I've got to be
Colwell.
careful saying that word now. Is there a possibility for more corners in this match?
Willock making his
Hope so.
debut, of
Hope
course,
it's
today
Sunderland.
for Cardiff. And the other are coming off his rules.
Yeah, Rig's quality, isn't he? He is quality.
4 changes then made in
Thank
the
you
second
very
half
much for
by
the other two
Cardiff, 2 by
subscribers.
Sunderland. Sunderland lead 1-0. 2-0 winners here, of course, towards the end of last season. What a big win that was, as it turned out. In the scheme of things, the greater scheme of things last season.
Are you
1-0
keeping all right,
here
Ian? How
now
you doing,
in the
mate?
78th
Ian Curry, are you well, fella?
minute. Throw which will be taken by Sirkin halfway inside
Cheers,
the
King.
Cardiff half. Rusin intercepts Chambers, gets the ball down on the left wing, plays the ball back behind him to Clark. Joe makes a run into the penalty area. The ball's come back behind to Dan Neal. And down the left here now to Sirkin, trying to winkle his way past 2 players, Mighty and Siopis. He gets a cross in, Riggs stretching, can't quite get to it. And as Hume tried to follow up, there's a block and it's gone for a corner.
It is a shot,
Somehow
Ian.
Dennis Sirkin was able to get that
I don't know
cross in.
how, but he managed it.
Caused havoc, caused panic there.
It did cause Cardiff all sorts of problems. Then Rigg tried to follow
No,
up.
me
There was a
neither, Neil.
block, Hume. And the ball, it could have gone anywhere. It
You
span
see
out
us
away for a
conceding now.
corner.
I hope not, James. But
Stoke 1, Coventry 0.
1-0, it's dodgy, isn't it?
Clark then from this right-hand side.
Away, man.
Rigg and Neal outside the box. Clark swings it towards the far post. Up goes Unji, and Sirkin's there as well. Elise trying to get a foot on it. O'Dowda got a touch,
corner.
And it's another corner.
You can just see if we draw this game, everybody's just going to go, told you so, we need strikers. You can just tell what's going to happen, can't you?
To take this.
Come on, Sunderland, can we get that second?
On the left-hand side with just over 10 minutes of the 90 left.
Quality ball in, that's what we need.
I'm not too sure, Ian. Just Clark look unhappy.
A couple of glances back from Dan Neil and Chris Rigg to the bench. It's a short corner to Dan Neil. Back to Clark to cross. And up goes Sirkin and heads his ball down behind and round the back.
He's got to be disappointed, he knows
he will, but I'm telling you what, Sirkin this season is going to have a big part to play in set pieces.
Of course, it's still
set piece.
Transfer windows open, so we could still have players going
still
out.
Still 1-0 to Sunderland. Nearly 80 minutes played. Turnbull bringing the ball out.
Mohammed Alman, welcome. He says, come on, Cardiff. Get Mundle on for Clark now, says
last February. Played across to Chambers. Chambers now closed down by Job, lifts one over the top, headed away by Sirkin, straight to Siopis, who got it in front of Clark, leaves it for Mighty, lays it off to Siopis, back to Ramsey.
We get a second, it's good night.
Back to G inside, then again to Ramsey and back to Chambers, across here to Gutas. Rusin's all over him, tugging his shirt. Gutas has gone down, the referee's let play go on. And it's with Ramsey in the middle. Lifts one over the top, looking for Kanga on the shoulder of 09, who heads it down. Mighty's tripped by Elise. Went right over Elise's outstretched leg, right on the edge of the penalty area. Elise knows, apologises. No question about the free kick.
Free kick in a dangerous position for Cardiff City, this, mind. Right on the edge of the box.
Right leg right out. And over went the player.
Bad tackle, that, mind.
How the Mighty have fallen. For a free kick, 19 yards out. Just to the right of the D. And of all the times to concentrate, this is the one now in the 82nd minute. Sunderland holding a 1-0 lead. Unji with his foot on the ball. You mentioned in the first half that he is a threat from set pieces. He scored 6 goals last season.
8 minutes to go plus
he's
stoppages.
Now standing over the ball.
Yeah, he's going to strike this. Unji.
This is dangerous. This is dangerous.
Sunderland have got their ball just left of the penalty spot.
Perfect position for shooting
with his
this.
hands
perfect
on his
distance.
hips. Referee Andy Davis marches backwards past Unji, and Unji then in this nearly 83rd minute now is going to take the free kick. Perry Unji, arms down by his side, right-footed off the wall, crashed off Dan Neil, and Unji then puts it over the bar.
Wall done its job.
Well done, Wall. Well done.
Sunderland still lead.
Oh, it was a horrible. It was a horrible tackle.
Goal in the 18th minute.
It wasn't dangerous. It was just. He was
into the 83rd minute now. Patterson.
We do need a goal. We certainly do.
With the goal kick. Out wide on the left. It's just gone out. It's a throw to Cardiff.
Cheers for the subscriber again. Thank you.
Now a throw to Sunderland. Sirkin comes forwards down on that left-hand side to take the throw. Just back inside the Sunderland half on the left. It's fairly lofty throw forwards down the left, and Chambers surely pulled down Rusin, and the referee said it was the other way around.
This referee, is he on the right pills?
I find that rather perplexing, but there you go. Now here is Gutas, wide on the left to O'Dowda. Rigg in front of him, it's played back.
Pulls
to
one there down.
Free
kick Cardiff.
Into the middle to Chambers. Chambers to Siopis. And Rusin goes to close him down. He plays it out wide to Mighty. A challenge
that horrible time
made by Clark, but
Mighty's
got round that and he's crossed, and it's cleared by Alan Brown from the corner of the 6-yard box for a throw to Cardiff on the right-hand side. Cardiff 0, Sunderland 1. We're live on BBC Radio.
Cheers, King
Newcastle
Fisher.
coming up we have full commentary of Gateshead against Ebbsfleet. Mundell's coming on for
Gills, the
Sunderland.
refs are all the same, they are like.
For the last, 5 minutes or so. Remain Mundell as Colwell swings a ball in, and the header is straight at Patterson from Kanga.
Yeah, comfortable save by Patterson, straight at him. No power on that.
No,
cheers, Douglas Warwick, thank you.
We've been looking to try really to get it either side, but he had Elise on his shoulder, and now the Cardiff fans getting restless. Patterson drops the ball in front of him,
don't know
and
how to
Kanga
kill
went to
teams
close
off
him
the
down. The kick comes up towards halfway. In the end, it's picked up by Turnbull, played it back to Unji and into Gutas in the middle, who'll play it back to the goalkeeper. 85th minute. Sunderland leading 1-0. 5 minutes or so to play.
Thanks, Ian. Cheers, my fella.
O'Nien's goal, the difference between the two at the moment. It's played through to Siopis. Job on his shoulder. Turnbull again in the centre circle, laying it off to Gutas, forwards to Colwell, the Welsh international from Neath. He's been with Cardiff since he was 8 years old. He's 22 years old, 6'2". He's a bit of a unit. Hull 0, Bristol City 1. Mundell waited to come on now. Here now is Gutas at the back for Cardiff City in their blue and white. Through to Colwell. Colwell, Brown on his shoulder, leaves it for Chambers. Job goes to close down. Unji down the right wing to Ramsey. Inside, back in the end to Unji and back again to Chambers. This is fine for Sunderland. It's keeping Sunderland up on the front foot here. Siopis at the edge of his area. Neil's gone with him. Dan Neil sticking with him. Siopis pushes it forwards to O'Dowda, but it comes back to Rusin. It could break here for Rigg. Rigg trying to get the ball to Dan Neil on the right, back to Hume, forwards to Rigg and back again to O'Nien, who gets it into the centre, looking for Elise, who got there before Mighty.
Excellent.
A sprint across for Clark to keep the ball in, which he does. Clark with his foot on the ball at the moment, then rolling it down the left for Sirkin. Sirkin taking on Mighty. Checking, coming back on the ball. Mighty pulls him down. It's a free kick to Sunderland.
Excellent play, Dennis Sirkin. Excellent play by Sunderland. Forced Cardiff all the way back and then won it high up the field.
So this, a yard or two from the goal line, a couple of yards out of the penalty area on the left-hand side. We're in the 87th minute. Mundell is still waiting to come on. Clark's going to take the free kick, and Sunderland lead 1-0.
Set piece, Nick. Quality.
Brown strolling forwards into the penalty area. 2 in the wall. The biggest man on the pitch, Siopis, 5'6", and Colwell, 6'2". It looks slightly comic. Clark drives it in. It's headed away by Kanga, one of the tallest men on the pitch, at the near post, and it comes all the way back up to Dan Neil, and now Trey Hume in the centre circle. Out to Rigg on this right-hand side, closed down by Turnbull, but he plays it inside to O'Nien, who was almost caught by Colwell, but it's back with Rigg, lifting it away on the left wing to Clark. Clark now, and G ahead of him, Job in the middle, Rusin's in there as well. Clark leaves this for Sirkin, tries to shoot, it's blocked at the edge of the area by Chambers. Comes out to Rigg on the right-hand side, or to Brown, sorry, on the right-hand side here. And Brown plays it back to O'Nien on the halfway line. Mundell still waiting to come on. Here's Hume, out to Rigg on this right-hand side. Rusin making a run down the right. Rigg
400
taking it on down the touchline.
Wow.
Tried to slip it through to Rusin, cut out by Gutas. Now with Colwell, who sidestepped away from Dan Neil, chased back by Job, who brings the ball off Colwell, who thought he was fouled. The referee doesn't. Rigg finds Job. Job now, forwards he goes, to the edge of the area, out to Clark on the left. Clark in the penalty area, he's trying to shoot, he scores!
Get in!
2-0, Jack Clark! Just whipped into the penalty area, onto his
right,
in the bottom corner.
Excellent.
89th minute, and Sunderland have won the game.
Great finish by Clark, but I tell you
what,
Nick, a lot of that has got to go to Job. He's won that back on the halfway line. Referee's way, play on, and from there, ball out to Clark, and he's done all the rest. Fantastic finish. Bottom left corner.
Yeah, he just smashed it home. Keeper had no chance. As soon as Jack Clark got that on his right foot in the penalty area, there was only one place it was going to end up. And it did. Bottom right-hand corner, and Sunderland lead 2-0, and the Cardiff fans now started to leave. And Duncan Watmore scored again for Millwall, 2-2. Now the change being made.
Jack Clark's coming off.
Yeah, Mundle's replacing him.
That's what he was waiting for.
Yeah,
for him to score.
For him to score, and then Mundle can come on and replace him. So Clark comes off. He's won the game for Sunderland in a technical sense, though you can say that Luke O'Nien's opener has contributed as well, obviously.
And that's why, you know, clubs are chasing Jack Clark.
Yeah, it's a moment of magic, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, he can do that.
416 on the channel, man.
So Luke O'Nien and Jack Clark
get in.
Have
job done, innit?
Sunderland a 2-0 lead, a repeat of the scoreline. 6 minutes being added on. We're into those 6 minutes now. A repeat of the scoreline here at the moment of the end of last season. So in the sunshine, into that added time. Cardiff City 0, Sunderland 2. Turnbull on the right for Cardiff. The wind somewhat blown from their sails with that Clark goal. Any momentum they thought they were going to have has just been blown away by Jack Clark. The ball swung forwards. Hume nods it back to Patterson. It's going to be...
Cheers for the subscribers.
Hull 1, Bristol City 1. It's going to be a happy journey back for all those Sunderland fans on the far side.
Fully deserved result.
Yeah. Apart from that first 10 minutes, which we expected Cardiff to come out and maintain possession, they did.
It was scrappy.
It was messy. Sunderland got a grip. Always looked them more likely to score when they got the ball inside the Cardiff penalty area. And Chambers, that was a frustrated drive forwards from the centre half, from in his own half, straight out for a throw to Sunderland on the far side. We're in the second minute of the 6 being added on, and you can hear the Sunderland fans everywhere they go. As Jobe goes down the left wing, nods it down in front of Ng, plays it back behind him to Mundle, and Mundle back again to Sirkin on that left side.
Doesn't it feel good, this?
Elise. And
cheers,
back
Ian.
To Patterson to further frustrate Cardiff City. 2-0 Sunderland lead.
Oh, Sunderland, I love you.
The start to the season that Régis Lebris would have hoped for, prayed for, and the start to the season that all Sunderland fans were praying for as well.
Yeah, it's been an excellent result, and there's a lot of positives that have come out of today's game, Nick. You know, the way they've managed the game. We've scored from a set piece at the moment, clean sheet. It's been a good team performance.
Who needs a striker, Benno? Who needs a striker?
What was all the panic about?
Don't give us heart attacks, Ian.
Throwing their radios across the room now. What? What's he just said?
Don't think I could handle 3 goals. Crate, you're doing too much excitement in one afternoon.
The ball to O'Nien, who's just flicked it forward. It's a free kick to Sunderland on the left of midfield here. Dan Neil plonks the ball down and chips it down the left wing.
The good thing about this early kick-off is when we win, we can enjoy the rest of the Saturday even more now.
We're into the
sit back and put our feet up and just go, I'll take them 3 points all day.
Added on by Andy Davis as Horvath puts the ball down, passes it out to the edge of the area to Chambers, then Ng on the far side, into the middle to Gutas. Gutas out to Callum O'Dowda, back inside to Demetrios Gutas.
3 or 4 subscribers.
And he is
not a full stadium, says Susan. Sunderland fans are making all the noise.
Back to Chambers, still in the Cardiff half. Sopis on the halfway line, casually just passes it back to Gutas, inside to Chambers, on to Siopis again, who just lays it back off to Gutas, and out to Colwill. Out it goes in front of Errol Bullitt. for a throw.
Got to give Joe Bellingham credit, mind, for the build-up to that goal.
Again,
it's not a lucky win at all, no.
With Cardiff.
Yeah. Leeds 2, Portsmouth 3, sorry.
No urgency at all, is there?
Leeds 2,
really
Portsmouth 3.
But that's credit to Sunderland.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they're an interesting team. I mean, they've got some real talent in their team, but they just don't seem to find they don't seem to have an identity.
Gordon Seymour, you're welcome. Sorry, I kind of keep up with all your comments at the minute. I don't want to rabble on too much and ruin the commentary.
Issues there, even though
Alan Brown, man of the match from Ian Curry.
Some, big players
spot on moderator there.
Chambers in the centre circle to Gutas, out wide then to O'Dowda, inside again to Aaron Ramsey, back out to O'Dowda. Ramsey again down this left-hand side. The 33-year-old flicks it inside to Colwell.
We just need our home
matches
to
Trey
improve, don't we? We just
We've
need
got about a minute and a half.
What a start for Regis Labrie. This is
the 6 being added on at the end of the game here. And it's with Cardiff on the left wing, inside to the back
have
of the
nearly four people chewing it, 400 people chewing it in. I'm just blown away.
And it rebounds off Turnbull, and eventually it's played behind for a goal kick. And we're into the last minute. Sunderland lead 2-0. Luke O'Nien, the 18th minute. Jack Clark, the 89th minute. And Patterson just strolls through along the 6-yard line. The main bowl of the stadium is pretty much empty.
Yeah, it is empty.
About a thing.
Job done.
Yeah, pretty much done.
I'm going to give thumbs up to everybody who's been watching, everybody in that chat today.
Clark's
big
strike
thumbs
went
up.
in. Cardiff fans
welcome to the new season, guys and girls.
As Patterson, with 15 seconds of the 6 remaining, takes
and
a goal kick, drives
this
up over the halfway line out to the left.
It has at its periods.
Mundell brings the ball down. Siopis tries to get on the end of it, so does Mighty. It's out for a throw to Cardiff with a few seconds of the game left. The referee looked at his watch and will blow any second now. He does, and Sunderland have won 2-0. They managed the game. They took the lead in the 18th minute. They kept Cardiff at bay.
Jeff
Wilkie
gifted the Macam Cabby membership. Thank you very much for that, Jeff.
Just popped up as he does late on to smash the winner.
Yeah, it's an excellent result.
Well.
A lot of positives have come out of this afternoon's game. Nick, you look at the shape of the team, clean sheet, 2 goals. The way we managed the game as well, as I said.
Oh dear me! Big thanks, guys.
It's the way Sunderland
we've got Brown. Remember when I had
made.
We've got Brown. I remember when we had 100
team.
Subscribers.
It didn't really cause us much problem.
Neil,
we
brilliant. Yeah, thank you. Simon Pompey 3-3. That's a game and a half to watch. 3-3.
We might have scored more.
Philip, sometimes you've got to win like this.
Luke O'Nien, that was a lovely free kick. It was Roberts who floated it in from the left.
Absolutely not. We'll take one game at a time, and we've won this one.
And O'Nien couldn't miss.
Pixel
and then late, as we say,
could see that coming. Alan Brown
springing into the penalty area on the left onto his right foot and
Gary, not a classic,
but
3 points
corner.
on the board.
But we said in the
half-time
interval,
yes,
going into the second half,
Jill says congratulations. Good luck to you later on. I think you guys played today.
You never got a sense that when they got in the Sunderland penalty area, they had a threat.
Marco 73, get in there. Well done, lads.
Yes, their decision making was questionable.
Like he says,
but when they did get in the penalty area, they always looked like they could get a goal.
Good stream, Cabby, 3 points on the board.
We touched on that.
You look Michael M, we beat Wednesday next week. Regis Labrie will have tied
the likes of Roberts, he was involved in the first goal, that set piece.
Paul Campbell, fantastic start to the season, certainly is.
The second goal.
Dougie Stewart just need that striker in,
and we was a little bit disappointed, especially after the first 45 minutes.
Kingfisher, get in, Cabby.
Have
a great day, mate. You too, King, you too.
Should have done better.
John H68, thanks for the stream.
Players have all gone across to
Stuart Hammond, thank you, mate. Great result. You're welcome, Stuart. It's fantastic.
Cardiff fans.
Susan says, thank you, son, and happy days.
No one in red and white has left.
Derek, experienced striker in
over in that far
challenge
corner
the top 6. I hope so. Ian Brown says they're red and white.
All the Sunderland players.
D. Hall Job, 8.1 man
Listen to
of the match. Well.
as
we just want to play,
Alan
want
Brown,
them to perform superb. That's all we
Luke
want. That's
O'Neill,
from what from all
Joe,
the Sunderland players.
the last of the players to turn away and head back towards
Jeff Wilkie,
the
cheers, Cabby.
dressing
Bye,
rooms.
you're welcome, mate.
They can congratulate themselves on a job well done.
Jill, I, Sella Cop, yep.
You know, we always said, especially at the start of the
Keep
season,
an eye on
the
that
quicker you can
scoreline,
get them
Jilly.
3 points on
Stephen
board,
Saville, how are the lads? Great
you know,
start and
confidence.
great forum.
That's what we're talking about now.
Keep the
What we've
positivity
gotta do
and
now
faith stronger
is
together. Red and white
try
army.
to be consecutive in winning
Don't forget,
games.
the
Make
videos
it a habit.
coming up. I'll be doing an
Another little
alternative
milestone
commentary
for you.
video,
Some
which is
seasons
hilarious.
since
If you're looking in the channel
Sunderland
and the
kept a
videos,
clean
look in
sheet
the
on the opening day of the
alternative
season.
commentary
So I think, Reg, you know,
playlist,
Brito will be talking
and you'll
about
have a giggle.
consistency.
So I'll be looking
And
forward
that's
to
what
doing
we'll be
another
looking
one of
for,
them
consistency. Can we
after
keep clean sheets?
when I can.
Can we,
I'll be
you know,
doing
go
a
on
brief
a run?
review of the match
It's hard to
later
read
on.
what he's thinking. He's
And
walking off the
the
pitch.
Monday night phone-in
There's
show
not a
with
smile
me
on his face.
and,
There is on all the other coaches
Davey,
and the players, but
and possible
Regis
Yorkshire
Labrie
Mackem Jacob as
keeping
well.
his thoughts to himself
It's a
as
big
he
relief.
heads down the tunnel.
It's a big relief for him.
Well,
you know, it's
well,
a
well,
huge,
well.
huge game for him, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, it's his first game.
Well, there we go. Doesn't that feel superb? I've got to stop the commentary now because of the music's kicking in. A massive thank you for everybody who's joined in the chat today. Derek, bye. I love the stream. We'll try to call in Monday. Just when you can, mate. If anybody's welcome to call, you certainly can. And we'll have a good crack on. But anyway, I'll be doing a review of the game, so stay tuned for that. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Love yous all.